Yeah.
Hello, everybody. This is Grimcat, and we are here with some more Dungeons and Dragons. We're playing a 3.5 edition. I am back from my vacation. It was very nice. Thank you for asking. I am joined by several of my friends who will say hi and say who they are playing. We're going to go ahead and start with Sir Lordington, because I know that Sir Lordington was here in the call first. Good job.
Hi, and say who they are playing.
Oh, so very literal.
Everyone knows I play Trion by now.
What if somebody is just watching for the first time? Like they've just logged in. They say, "Oh, Grimcat, my favorite YouTuber, is streaming right now." But who are the rest of these people? I just don't know.
Go back and watch the episode.
Is anyone watching for the first time though?
Surely somebody's watching for the first time.
In the future.
Surely.
Like, you gotta account for the future.
That's true. After we make it big and somebody's going through and watching old episodes.
Yeah, they're going back and watching where it all started.
And they watch this episode first.
Yeah.
Dumb, because they're dumbasses.
Well,
They can't read episode 1.
31
I
is
feel
their
like our
favorite
demographic
number.
would be those.
Oh, man.
Who knows? Maybe this will be
We
their
are
favorite
31.
episode.
Oh, my God.
We're certainly more than a year of episodes in.
Oh, my God.
Half a year, excuse me.
Wait, well, what are we at episode 31?
31. 31.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
And we're, okay.
We're also joined by Nanu. Say hi, Nanu.
Hello, guys! It is I, Nana, who played the great Spiked Shane Worshipper Nitra, and he worships the greatest Spiked Shane God, and he is with us today, watching over us.
I always like how you get a little breathless with it. Like right at the beginning.
Yeah, you gotta put the worship into it.
Sure,
You gotta prove
you gotta
yourself.
throw it in. It's all or nothing. You can't half-ass things. I get it. We're joined by Nikki, or Emerald, as I usually call her. Say hi.
In Shirley right now. Do Oaken first.
All right, we're also joined by Okan.
I refuse. Do Nikki first.
Oh no!
Reverse Uno card.
Look, we're gonna need to wait like 4 minutes of silence then.
4 minutes?
I am Okan, the guy that frequently joins the call first but never get praised for it, and I play Cinder.
And last but
And I
not
can fly.
least, Nikki.
Hello. I play Halconia. Avid lover of chili. And full-time destroyer of the campaign.
Yeah. You mentioned chili, and it's pretty early still. It's like 12. That's early. I really like chili for breakfast, like cold chili. It's really good. I mean, I realize that might put me in the minority of people.
I like warm chili. I don't think I've ever had cold chili. I don't think I like
your
cold chili.
chili spicy though.
Yes.
I do more hot
I feel
chili.
bad for your insides.
They're okay. Thanks for asking.
I mean, like, I guess not that spicy.
I'm used to pretty spicy food though.
Like only like low mild spice on my chili because I like to just eat it all. I don't like to like fight my chili.
I don't like to tear up from spiciness, but I like it pretty spicy.
We don't call it chili if you don't tear up over here.
So it's been
Got a point.
a week
Oh,
since we
3
played
small.
last, I think. Maybe
2 weeks.
2 weeks?
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe 3.
Has it really been
Shall
2
we-
weeks?
Shall
I
we
mean,
say
if-
4?
If we skip 2 weeks, that's 3 weeks of not playing.
5 weeks.
It's been 5 weeks since we last played. And some things have happened. The last thing that I really remember, we talked about it a little bit, is Nithrin was sort of tasked by his god. There was something that was quote unquote encroaching on its domain, and that he was to in some way or another, deal with it, whether subjugating it, destroying it, making sure no others could happen. It was left kind of vague, to be very honest with you. We sort of wandered around looking for divine inspiration. We eventually came across a cave. Inside the cave were a couple of chitons or chain devils. And they had apparently created some sort of a chain golem. We managed to take it out. Both the devils and the golem itself. Excuse me. We sort of explored the cave a little bit, and we found out that there was some rather potent magical forging equipment, the forge itself, crucibles, anvils, things like that, and molds for chains. We wound up heading home. The craftsmen who had been working on our castle were still there because, it was going to be a day or two before they were cleared out. And I believe we might have asked them to look over things for a little bit for a couple of gold pieces as well.
I don't know.
I believe so. I think somebody paid him like 50 gold to hang out for a while.
I think Oaken paid 50 gold for the job as well.
Yeah, it was like 50 gold for the job, I believe, but...
Yeah.
And the job would actually cost, like, what was it, 2 gold?
Something like that.
Yeah, like I think I calculated by like the trained and untrained like labor from the SRD, and just like I paid extra like 20 gold on top.
Yeah. Well, we managed to hire them again to sort of head down to the cave to work on disassembling the forge, because a forge is not a single thing, but it's a lot of things to it, man. There was just a weird noise, and it really caught me off guard. They did that. They have brought the pieces back to the keep. And as we are heading back to the keep, there were two individuals, two giant individuals, who were sort of hanging around at the fighting pit. I believe that's like exactly where we left off.
Yeah,
that is exactly where
it is. Mm-hmm. It is.
I managed to find my handouts for them, so we can both give you the handouts for them.
Oh yeah, these were the giants,
yes.
Right?
Elf things.
Thank
Giant elf things.
Woodkin. Do we know what these are?
You would know they're giants of some sort. You may or may not necessarily know, what specifically they are. They're certainly less common.
What sort of knowledge?
All the knowledge.
I suppose.
Now that you're knowledge, man.
What is a giant kid knowledge? That's probably like a nature or something.
Sure. I can give you like their local histories, anything. 13.
Pretty good.
You would probably know them by certainly giants, and certainly by their less official name of simply wood giants. They tend to be rather solitary. They, sometimes for large communities, but it's very rare, and it would take obviously a very large place to sustain a large community like that. And really, that's about all you know too much. They speak Sylvan as a matter of preference. That's probably all you'd know from the 13, You would have heard of them, you wouldn't have much experience with them. But either way, even as you're approaching, it appears as if they've sort of settled down to make camp and are prepared to wait for some time.
They're making camp in the fighting pit? They're
to
not,
the side of it, but in that general area.
They didn't ask if they could lodge up or anything?
No, they don't have things like tents or anything like that, but they are set up with, bedrolls and whatnot. They've spread some things out.
We just got given the lands and we already have squatters. Amazing.
Didn't you want travelers to be going through this place?
Yeah, but not squatting.
We need to get an inn.
It's not like we have an inn.
I mean, we'll get one eventually. It's only 5,000 GP for one.
There are two possibilities. They go inside of our home and squat there, or they go around in the woods and just
squat there.
If only we had an extra 100,000 gold to build an inn with.
It would be...
Goodness.
Yeah, about 5,000 to 10,000 gold.
The rest of the workers that you have hired are sort of, without prompting, taking the stuff into the keep. We've sort of got a little hand on. Really, they're just stuffing things inside one of the empty storerooms. They're obviously not going about constructing or anything of that nature.
Shoving it inside the forge. But I mean, sure. Are there people there? Do we want to talk to them? I mean, we could.
Yeah, we should.
Darvin's not back, is he?
He's not.
Okay.
I just won't see him. Maybe he's hiding in the shadows.
We should hail them.
I hail them, Grim.
Oh!
Hey there!
So they were
I raised my
obviously
hand.
aware of your presence. You weren't doing any hiding or sneaking up to it. But they sort of remained... I'm going to say respectfully distanced from you. They didn't stop to talk to you or anything. It was obvious you were carrying heavy things to and fro between all of you, the workers included, and they sort of chose not to interrupt it. But when you come and you start to speak to them, they both sort of stand. It appears as if they were, sitting cross-legged talking to each other. They make sort of a show of dusting off their clothes, patting it off and all that, and sort of straightening up and whatnot, and then taking several steps forward, excuse me. And they say in Sylvan, hi Riley. They don't actually say hi Riley.
Who's Riley?
Excuse me.
Oh, did you know my middle name?
Do you want to say hi to everybody?
Yes, I'm going to tell Sir Worthington Raymond is Zombie too.
I didn't hear any of that.
Yes, but I'm also going to tell Sir Worthington.
I didn't even hear any of it.
It's actually just...
Hello.
They said hi. And what else would you like to say?
Sir Worthington, my ramen was very yummy.
I am glad you enjoyed it. I was about to ask.
What a great story.
I approve this story.
Huh?
We call Grandma Jackie.
Can you call Grandma Jackie? You know what? I am okay with you calling Grandma Jackie. Hold on 1 second, guys.
Be here alone.
Alright, here you go.
Does anyone actually speak Sylvan outside me? I speak Sylvan, but...
No, but they probably speak common.
Well, I was just
Sorry
wondering.
about that. Either
But they
way,
say hire it.
they say in Sylvan, well met, and again, they sort of take an effort to posture themselves, to clean themselves up a little bit, brush some of the dust off. Not that they were particularly, dirty or anything like that, but even still.
Dirty wood elf or wood giants. And since no one else speaks Sylvan, in Sylvan, I would tell them that the rest of them don't actually speak Sylvan. which I assume. Well, I mean, what do they say back to it? Do they say we always speak Sylvan?
So the male of the group. I apologize. I didn't mean to offend or anything like that. My name is Ellis, and this is my companion, Liam. And
Which one's Alice and which one's Leo?
Well, I'm going to mark it.
I assume the female name is for the female and the male name is for the male one.
Oh, I'm zoomed out so much I can't even see their names.
Ooh.
Yeah, it's in the handouts there at the very top.
It is.
It says the keep.
Lucky.
And what brings you here, Ellis and Liam?
Well,
I
it's
probably-
first of all, it's quite good to meet you. And they make sort of a very stiff bow in a very uncomfortable curtsy from Liam. We've been notified, and he says it very questioningly. It's hard to put into words, but we've felt that things have changed in this area. The castle is now occupied, and the forest surrounding has new owners. I presume that you are they?
Like,
They felt our ownership?
give a nod. That was quite fast. You guys got to know that, but yes, we are.
Well, we felt the feeling a day or so ago, and it didn't go away, so we only felt it would be important to announce our presence. We live in the forest. The two of us. That is now apparently past ownership to you.
Yeah. I
I mean, our domain is relatively small, like quite small actually. It wouldn't cover like the 1/100th of the forest.
Well, no. We specifically live here, because
In
of
this castle?
certain reasons we've been tasked with. I suppose we're sort of supplicants. As you now are the owners, it's only right and proper that as we continue living here, we do so with your permission.
And rent?
Sorry, what was that?
And and with rent.
Rent. What do you think?
You want us to pay to live here?
Yeah, I don't have any like interest in that. I was just like asking like, is that what you prefer, to have like a clear conscience or something?
Well, I think it's only reasonable that.
He's quite materialistic. He is like what you would call in the capital a capitalist.
Yes, a capitalist indeed, a man from the capital. That is what I am.
I was waiting for like 2 weeks to make that joke.
I see. Is this a small folk joke?
What,
That's
the capitalists or the rent
Did you
thing?
just call me small?
All of it.
You just called me small.
To be
He's
fair,
got a point.
he towers over you. He's about 14
Yeah.
feet tall or so.
No one towers over me. My presence is.
Oh no, I think you're offending him. But no, this isn't a joke.
To hide my
It's-
insecurities, I'm going to start flying up, like just to be at eye level.
In where we come from, it is customary to pay the owner of the land you live in.
I see. And then what would we pay you to live here?
Well, we assume you don't carry out any money-making activities, but you haven't exactly told us who tasked you with living here and for what reason. So perhaps if we could gain some insight into your activities, we could arrange some sort of deal.
They sort of nod slowly. Yes, this would certainly be acceptable to us. So, we live here in exchange for information on who tasked us and what it is that we are doing here?
I think my friend meant to. What if you could tell us that, and then we could go make a deal out from that, based on that information.
Exactly, so that you wouldn't have to stop doing what you're doing in order to be able to pay us. You know, some sort of complementary activity could be arranged.
I do not understand.
Well, suppose that you were tasked with hunting to keep the balance of wildlife. Well, some of what you hunted could go to us in payment as a sort of a tax.
Hunt tax.
And you could pay in goods.
I see. Well, we sort of keep the area of the Standing Stones safe.
What's the standing
And
stone?
we were tasked to do so by the wisdom of our tribe. I believe you would call her a shaman?
Are there more of you?
Well, yes, but very distant from here. Liam and I are the only two in this area.
I see, so there are some...
Where are these standing stones?
Some ways off into the woods. You
Far.
don't know of these standing stones?
Do we?
You
No.
would not.
No,
Knowledge roll, like anything, religion, maybe.
local,
Yeah.
maybe.
You
Anything
can
really?
probably make for a local for it. A little bit of a
I mean-
stretch, but
I can give all of them.
All.
I have knowledge local +3.
Oh, 28.
so
nice.
Cinder, with the 28, you've never heard of standing stones in this area.
What?
Wait, I've never heard stones that stand.
Not in this area.
Ooh.
Literally this. Yes.
That was just me.
Yeah, I know.
There are no
So-
standing stones, they're laying down.
Well, no, are they within our territory?
I believe so, which is partially
Oh.
why we're here today.
What?
By the way, do we know, like, how far our realm? Like, is it like a circular area, Grim, that we have the control ownership now?
Or is it more like an
Pretty
actual
much,
dedicated?
again, it's, 10 square miles or so. You haven't really gone on a walkabout or anything like that, so,
That makes roughly a mile radius. So I'm just gonna ask, do you know what a mile is?
We only use
You're
kilometers.
talking to me,
so-
you're talking to me, Alright.
No, no,
Wood giants!
Are we talking like
I'm out of
1,000?
character right now, yeah.
Are we talking like 10 kilometer equal 1 mile? Like
no.
Norwegian mile? No?
Norwegian mile.
It's hold on, let me find it's 10
Like-
kilometers.
Is there a
is,
literal difference between a kilometer and a Norwegian kilometer?
Like, mile is already stupid. Why would you have
a
a Norwegian
Scandinavian mile? There we go. No, that's a milestone. Damn, what the hell?
Oh,
Oh yeah, hold on. In Norway and Sweden, the old land mile was 36,000 feet, or 1100 meters, or aka what it became now is 10 kilometers, 6.2 miles. See?
So a mile equals to 6 point something miles.
Yeah, can I
Yeah, I don't think we are using
like-
that one, man.
I like the Scandinavian mile. Let's use this one, okay?
I want to use the Scandinavian mile as well.
Yeah.
I mean, that would expand our territory a whole new level.
Oh,
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
Yeah,
That's what I'm saying.
Like, I was just gonna ask, like, is your place like within a mile or so to our keep?
Scandinavian mile, right?
Yeah, let's get a Navy mile.
well, no, it's still a few of your miles off.
It's probably not in our domain, and at the moment, as of yet, we are not planning an expansion. So I don't think you should be worried about us interfering with your standing stone. Or like claim dominity over it or something.
I do not understand. Like, I think you guys are overthinking how much land you have. You have 10
We are
by 10
nobles.
miles.
Taxes. Wait, that's not 10 square.
That's not 10 square miles.
It's 100 square miles.
No, did I mess up?
Yeah.
Well, excuse
Like,
me then.
10 by 10 is 100 square miles.
I swore I said 10 by 10.
No,
No,
you
you
said
said
10
10
square
square
miles,
miles.
which I was like, wow, you know, the old kind gives kind of a shit territory, but no.
Are you guys
100 square miles.
sure?
Yes, I'm positive.
I literally made like calculations in like radius and everything.
He
Like
did.
what's left.
Well, excuse me then.
And never mind, your territory isn't ours now, and we own. My God just prophesies to me that we have indeed claimed dominity over your standing stones.
Oh, jeez.
So, what sort of danger do these stones usually suffer from that you have to protect it?
They sort of look at each other. I don't precisely understand it, but it changes things around it. It changes the perception of things, and frequently, and then Liam would speak up, not very frequently. You have to keep in mind perception, Alice, of time.
I have
Sometimes
Research of a dragon. What do you mean?
things come through it.
Good things or bad things?
Yeah, I was gonna ask that.
Bad
Okay,
things.
Well,
Typically,
I missed all of
we
that.
are tasked with finding these bad things and destroying them.
Wait, we can use this to get a reduction on
Yeah,
taxes.
We can use them as a fighting pit creatures.
That too, but like reduce the taxes. Like we can get like some sort of tax evasion by this. Okay. I mean, like we would practically be like sending capital invoices for our services to keep the realm safe against this otherworldly portal to be deducted from our tax collection.
We have to negotiate that with Lord Kind.
Yeah.
I think he would appreciate like creatures of other worlds, like
Not cool.
walking around,
To
right?
be fair, I don't think Lord Kind, if he's the dude making the tax code, I'm pretty sure he could care less. But maybe he's not. He delegated someone to care about it.
How frequent are these incursions?
Frequent, and again, the other one would say not very frequent.
I would
Speak
say-
in seasonal terms.
In seasonal terms,
Once every yeah, every
A
winter.
season.
possibly twice, every 4 seasons, twice a year or so. But they are not so
Right.
Man, what am I trying to say? They're sort of random, those 2 times a year. Sometimes they'll be nearly back to back, sometimes there'll be a long time in between these things.
And the nature of the things that arrive? Like aberrations? Perhaps like celestials trying to invade our world? What's happening?
Aberrations. Almost exclusively.
I know all about this. Like that's not good news, guys. That's really not good. Why can't we just go to a place and it would be perfectly fine?
Can we just
Like
turn
not
them off?
dead titans under it, no portals within the like near vicinity.
Can you turn off the standing stones? Like tip them over or something?
I think they put the standing stones there so like they would know that there is something bad there. It's not like something they opened up.
If something happens to the standing stones, they wind up righting themselves within a matter of days.
We can take them with us.
Ooh, fancy.
Wait, so they can be closed?
Yeah, why don't you guys just close it every day then?
I don't know if that closes it. I mean, I suppose nothing has come out when the standing stones have been knocked over. But again, the things come out infrequently.
You just got every day. You guys gotta,
So, like,
tip them over.
The creatures coming to the standing stones, it's not that like you have put standing stones where creatures would be coming from. Did I understand that correctly?
Say that again?
Like, are they attracted to the standing stones or to the locale that standing stones are at?
The locale.
Okay.
Could you tell us like which direction and like how far away it is from like the keep?
We could show you where it is.
And how many incursions has it been this year?
1.
Is anyone willing to bet the second one is going to be happening as soon as we arrive there?
Surely not.
Sure.
No.
Impossible.
I'm gonna be so rich.
I'm sure it'll be when we leave.
Exactly. But yeah.
I mean, yeah. But if we are in danger like that, I mean, that would be appreciated if you can show us where we should be expecting
Can
it
you
from.
talk to mommy
Yeah,
too?
because they were all going somewhere, and so I talked to mommy there too.
Oh, how nice.
No, Miss Giant, my mummy is dead.
Okay. So they're gone now?
Yeah.
Okay. Would you do me a huge favor? Would you plug out my phone?
Okay.
Thanks.
Child labor.
A favor, huh?
Child abuse.
Goodness.
Impossible.
So, I did not wind up making a map of the area, which is one thing that I said I would do, but I was too lazy to actually do.
It's fine.
We'll just have to like
It's not like you have
imagine
been
the whole
waiting literal
encounter.
3 weeks for this.
Almost like I have a life outside of this.
That's a lie, and you
True.
everyone knows this is only happening inside of my head.
But I do have a map for the actual location.
Ooh. Where shall we place ourselves?
You can place yourselves.
In the
Bottom?
middle of the standing
It doesn't
stone.
really matter. You
I want to
know,
be off the cliff.
It doesn't matter?
you can be off the cliff. I would not place yourselves in the center of the standing stones. Thank you.
I will be like 50 feet up.
I want to be in the circle as well. Then
Like I get to be a dragger for one, so
Okay,
I'll
but-
like I'm like a happy child. I will be flying everywhere. I will burn this motherfucking forest down with my breath weapon.
can't you only fly for like a
Have
minute?
your
a day,
breath
though?
weapon already?
Like it's very shitty. It's 1d6 damage, but it's a breath weapon.
Are you 5 or 6?
I am just 6. I just became 6.
That's right.
My sheet is not exactly updated to the brim.
I noticed.
Yeah. Because I still have 0 experience points. I should do the 6.
If you gain temporary negative levels, does that kill you?
If you get
I
enough negative
Yeah.
levels, you die.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I didn't know if only like permanent negative levels would kill you.
No.
No,
Okay.
temporary
No.
negative levels can kill you. That's
Yeah.
why you can do so
1D
much stuff with
Yeah, it was
Innervate
really
and Split Ray and-
scary when like we cracked that knife thingy that attracts undead.
Oh yeah, it almost
Nitun-
killed Mithrin, yeah.
It was level 4 and it was dealing 1d for negative levels.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you're right.
But with the good power of the spike chain god, I brushed it off myself.
I don't remember how that was. That really what happened?
Yeah, it was a 1 on the 1d4. I rolled it.
I thought it was a 2 on the 1d4.
I think it was 2.
But it
I
probably
think it
was a
would be
1.
less.
He's alive, but like it would be
Either
it would
way.
really suck to get resurrected and die again.
So either way, as we sort of arrive towards the location of the Standing Stones, which is about 8 miles off. I mean, it's quite far in the direction. We arrive at the Standing Stones, and we see these 8 stones. They're each rather tall. They're probably about 20 feet tall or so. But other than that, they're more or less nondescript. They tend to be of mostly the same, or at least very similar thickness. You know, there's not any like particularly fat ones or particularly thin ones. They're all pretty uniform towards it. There aren't any markings or anything like that, but there is sort of a scattering of stones around it. As we sort of approach it, we're still somewhat far off. We're in the middle of the forest, and Liam speaks up. As you get closer to the stones, you may experience a sense of vertigo, nausea. We try not to go too close to the stones themselves. It's incredibly disorienting.
What? I cannot hear you, and I'm going to stand exactly on top of this area,
How far up are you?
like 50 feet up.
Okay.
Oh no, I'm gonna die.
50 feet? That's like, what, 5d6 damage?
No,
Fine.
like my body just stiffens up and like unfurls the wings, but like
Yeah, and
something's
full
gonna come up
damage.
and like Cthulhu is going to come up immediately. This screams Cthulhu.
So, what I'd like you to do, Cinder, about 50 feet up, is make a Constitution.
Oh, he's amazing
Fortitude.
I
constitution.
think it means a fortitude and a
Oh, that's-
No, no,
Okay.
it's not a fortitude.
Oh, what?
Not just yet.
Wait, is it a pure con?
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
By the way,
okay.
like I am immune to any fortitude effects that doesn't affect objects.
Sure.
Part of being undeadish. But there it is. 11.
That's
Very
That's not
average.
Things
I rolled
aren't
4.
making sense to you, even that far off. You find you're sort of listlessly traveling in a direction, even though you're trying to stay, in one area. You find that if you try to go up or down or left or right, you aren't necessarily going in the correct direction. It's subtle, but, from where you are, you can still sort of feel the effect.
And you guys are closer to it than I am.
They're technically further away, because, again, I
Okay.
said, Liam would stop them at some point. Now, certainly the question is, for everyone else, do we wish to approach closer, or do we wish to stay where we are?
Can
I mean, if the
cast
smart
detect
man who
magic?
knows about the stones has stopped me, I'm not gonna be cooler than anyone. And
Did somebody say detect magic?
I am casting detect magic. Don't you dare.
Look, I mean, what are the odds I'd search anyways?
You're
Like
still
5%.
probably further away out than that right now. Would you like to get closer? I mean,
Yeah,
It's
sure.
like 60 feet.
yeah.
So I'll just do it until I will be certain that the field I can view it and will see it.
So the stones themselves are magical, but what you're really getting, and they're sort of minorly magical, but the area, just sort of in the center of it, probably about this sort of 15 by 15 or so, is all kinds of magical.
All kinds?
All
Like-
kinds of magical. not like all schools of magic, but it's quite an overwhelmingly
Very
powerful type of magic.
There's also
Okay.
like something called universal. Like if you don't have a school for something, you can just slap universal to it.
Okay, I will approach a bit closer so I can I see like if it like how far up or down it goes, Like can I detect it?
Not
Does it like
really.
reach infinite towards the sky?
It does seem to reach towards the sky some. It's not like it's the ground that's magical. It's sort of the area.
Uh-huh. Okay, well yeah, it's quite magical. Very much so. And what's this aura feeling? Is it like
I mean, again.
Everything's universal.
no, but like it's how strong, if you get what I'm saying.
How strong is it? I mean, again, it's very strong.
Very strong. Okay.
Very strong.
We can handle strong.
Hit it with dispel magic.
I don't think that'll work.
I mean, you can try.
I
can only-
don't even want to try.
But it can only get better,
I know. I don't think it can. I think it can get worse.
How would it get worse?
I don't know. Wild magic.
Because I think like the only thing that you are able to dispel is the standing stones. And if they have any help like making this thing in check, we might disturb that.
Yeah.
But they also could be the thing making it exist.
I'll come back to my party.
Yeah.
On the
Can I
ground
make
or
any-
still up above?
Up above to the eye level of the giants. I can hover. I spent a feat to be able to hover. Can I make any sense out of this? Like anything knowledge arcana perhaps would help? Religion, planes
You could give me planes.
planes maybe?
Oh.
We spoke at the same time, but yeah, planes.
18.
Yeah, 18, pretty good. Between the story of the two, wood giants and what you're sort of seeing, you're guessing this is some sort of, not exactly a rift, a planar rift or something like that, but perhaps certainly a planar portal, something like that. Certainly a lesser known one, obviously, if again, going by the stories, things can only come through twice a year or something like that. But, it's certainly a good guess, and it certainly makes sense to you.
Alright. I'll tell whatever I suspect it to be to the rest of it. Rest of the group.
I don't. I will say this. I don't really like having a port in our backyard. If you get what I'm saying.
Yeah. I
Is
think
there
we should
anything
try
that you
to
can do
spell.
about it?
Me and
Spell it.
can I? I can grant you insight into the knowledge of my god, and maybe you can learn something more.
I can try,
Yeah.
but
Okay.
I don't
So,
think that spell is castable on other people. I think it's personal.
is it only person? Let me check actually. Let's see. If it's not castable on, Cinder, I will cast it on myself.
Personal.
Personal.
Oh, personal. Okay. I will cast it on myself and
Mhm.
try. Knowledge roll on planes.
I can cast like grease on it.
Nice.
Make it fall over easier.
Let's see. 9. Nah. Don't know.
You know of the existence of other planes of existence.
Yeah.
Nice, amazing.
I give a thumbs up to Cinder and be like, nah. It was literally to be had.
Like, Okan have some ideas what we can do about it, but I don't know how much Cinder would know. So like, what measures can we think our characters would be able to take to get do against such a thing?
I've already given mine. I think we should try to dispel it.
That would work.
See?
No, like things that we can do that would work.
Yeah,
Dispel the portal.
No, that would. I mean, like Nitrin would know with that detect magic. We don't have manpower.
It's too strong.
We get like the construction crew to like pick it up and
Move
carry
it?
it away. Yeah.
Storms are not tied to it. Storms
Yeah,
are just around it.
and the giants would confirm that. The
Oh,
stones are there
they-
as the markers.
I see.
Yeah.
Oh, so the stones don't have any intrinsic properties?
No, they are magical, minorly.
But
As mentioned, if knocked down, they pick themselves up, and they.
I see.
That's why they are standing.
Gotcha.
That's right. That's why they're not falling.
I mean, like,
stones.
what we can try is to get enlist help of a mage strong enough, perhaps, to get like a permanent magic circle against chaos or something. Most aberrations are chaotic.
it could,
Like that wouldn't stop the portal, but it would inhibit their movement through it.
I mean, maybe Lord Kind would like to know about this. You could try.
Lord kind has to know about this, right?
Let's
Lord
speak with
Giant probably
Malcolm
doesn't
first.
give a fucking shit about
I think he
this.
does, but I think he does if it's come through Malcolm rather than us.
Yeah. So we should have a chat with Malcolm. He's a cool dude.
How do
Cool.
we reach Malcolm?
Well, he's probably near the tower, at the tower, that area.
That was some days ago. I think they would have left.
You know what? Why don't we just camp the inn? He's probably coming back for some more wine. Honestly.
My father.
What?
I mean, he's probably not an easy man to reach.
I do need something from the store. Can you grab me? Hold on one second. I'm so sorry,
Yeah.
guys.
Did Malcolm disappear? We're like, yeah,
I'll
do we
be
need some more
back.
wine?
Hold on.
I need something from the inn.
Huh? Huh?
Can Malcolm
If
pick us up?
only we were high level. If only.
I'm high level.
Like high level.
Well, can't help you in that case then.
Just permanent magic circle, call a few lawful creatures to stand over guard the place, set up a few dimensional anchors.
Well, I want to set up a dimensional anchor.
Dimensional anchor is so nice when you are dealing with shit like this. Like, that demon wants to teleport? Nah, you won't. You're anchored, bitch.
Ooh.
I mean, like, you also cannot, like, negotiate and stuff with aberrations, like, very rarely, if any. Only if they were, like, fiends, devils. We would be friends.
I mean, what we could do is
We can get
Yeah.
that other demon.
have the giants capture them instead of kill them, and then use them in the fighting.
Yeah, fight pit, fight pit, fight pit.
I don't think they would be open to do that. I think they are, like, risking their lives to do a sacred job, and
Yeah.
like belittling it to attach to have fuel for our pits. I think they might take offense to that.
Well, they can either do that or pay taxes. They've got to do something for us if they want to live in our
I
lands.
mean, they are doing something.
yeah.
For us. They're killing the creatures of aberration kind that goes through, and yeah,
Well, we're gonna deal with the portal ourselves anyway.
not necessarily. I don't think we will. We are not, unless like you want to sit all year round. It's very unlikely that we will be always present when it happens.
Hello.
I'm fairly certain. That.
Yellow.
Hello, Riley.
I'll be
Yay.
right back. I need to get something to eat. I'm hungry.
Yeah, I guess we can take 5.
Yeah, but where did Grim go?
He's coming in like 1 second.
Oh no! Run, Riley!
Run!
Alright.
That's a run.
Don't run.
That was a genuine scream.
I know, you're terrified of her.
Okay.
Grim?
Good.
Alright, sorry.
Is everything
about
okay?
that.
Is everything okay, Grim?
Everything's fine.
That was a genuine scream.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, we just continue like normal, right, guys? No 5-minute breaks.
Well, Lauren has already stepped away, so.
Yeah, that's fine. Wait, did he? Come on, Lordington.
He's getting food. He said he was gonna go get something to eat.
So at some
I thought
point,
he was
as we're
joking.
sort of debating whatnot, the giants would pull a length of rope, tie it around a tree, and then turn to you and ask you, would you like to go further and see?
I'm gonna put our oil
What?
pastels on the refrigerator, okay?
What?
Like, take a look, huh? Like,
Are they like? Are
Okay.
they gonna like?
Sorry.
Are they like gonna like tie the portal up or something?
I think that it meant for us to be tied,
As far
so they
as
can drag us out.
we know, the portal exists only one way.
Have you never like ventured into it? Tried going into it?
We have.
Is it
Uh-huh.
like
What's on the other side?
You can't go there from this side. It appears to be one way.
But like, have you felt the presence of a door, or like how it works? Is it like a threshold? Does it have a lock? Is it actually a door or just a rift?
It's too difficult to tell. The effects are too disorienting the closer you get to it. And again,
How long is that rope? Is that like a giant-sized rope?
it is rather, large-sized rope.
Like they wouldn't probably carry like 50 feet rope. Like that's us like carrying 10 feet of rope.
Right. We'll say it's double. We'll say it's just 100-foot rope.
I'll tie it to my belly and I'll say, pull me back if I start acting weird, I suppose,
Sure.
or something.
I perhaps can put 'em in.
I'll fly up like
What, Riley?
60 or
Put our oil pastels in frame.
Okay.
I don't know if it would help, but do you want like mage armor or anything?
I wouldn't mind it.
Did you shut your
I
head
can
into
put
the
it on
door?
you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I'm so
Okay,
sorry.
I cast mage armor on Cinder. Please don't search. Okay.
You didn't. And for
Alright.
8 hours.
8 hours.
That's a long time.
Yeah.
I'll fly up to the center of it from what Nitron described the area, and I'll just, since I don't have like an idea, like I'll be a little bit farther than I used to be, so I still have some idea. But since I will lose sense, I will just like let gravity do it. I'll just drop.
Sure. And you get like feather fall and stuff, so you're not like dropping. But I presume you do that.
Yeah, I'll just like close my eyes and like let my wings do their things and just because I don't trust my own senses to get there.
Sure.
Fair.
So, as you begin to drop, what senses that you do have, because your eyes are closed, are just beginning to get overwhelmed. You hear a cacophony of bells. You smell smells that don't make sense. From one moment, a loaf of bread baking, to the second moment, jasmine. To a third moment, something putrid rotting. And again, the sounds that you're hearing are changing all the time as well. Give me a listen check while we're doing this as well, if you would.
Did he just jump into the circle of stones?
More or less.
Yeah, you got told.
He's got a rope on him. Don't worry.
I was also going to ask whether if I can like, not decipher, but like pick any actual like language or something that sounds like speech in the cacophony rather than just weird noises. Perhaps like I can concentrate. If I concentrate
What
hard
you
enough.
really hear is this almost staticky white noise behind everything as well. Behind these clear bells, you hear this static. Again, this sort of white noise going off behind, from one moment the sound of children's laughter to bells to dogs barking to heavy stones grinding upon one another. Again, your senses that you have open at the moment are sort of being assaulted.
Let's open our eyes. What can go wrong?
So you open your eyes, and again, things are not making sense to you. You're standing where you are, but you're encircled by, the entire world behind you. Not only is down, but down is also up, left, right, and each individual direction that you can go. And you almost feel as if gravity is pulling you in every direction at once at varying times. One moment you'll be being pulled to the left, the next moment you'll being pulled, northeast. Again, it's sort of an assailing of senses upon you, and you feel as if you're in the center of this maelstrom of confusion.
Would it be possible to like fight against the tide, if that makes sense? Maybe like will save or something. Just like make it. If there is anything to make sense out of it, there might as well not be. Yeah.
You can give me a will save.
Not bad at those. My rolls today, Jesus. 20.
Whatever you're getting, it doesn't make sense. This is the way it is. It doesn't seem as if there's rhyme or reason to it. Instead, it seems like it's an ever-changing. It just is ever-changing. It's almost like the raw chaos that, forms and unforms as you're experiencing it. There's nothing you can get used to. There's nothing you can pull from it as a moment of stability. It's just chaos completely around you.
What does other people, like what the party sees?
They see you sort of gently floating into the center.
Does he like shimmer or anything?
I'm still there though, right?
You're
like,
still there. Yeah, you have not disappeared or anything. You have not gone through the portal or anything like that.
That we know of.
Can I feel the rope around me? Can I like search for it?
You can feel the rope around you.
I'll tug it.
And you tug it, and the giants, they pull strongly, and they pull you out.
Guys, it's an experience.
A good one?
Good one?
Yeah,
It is. Have we ever partaken in certain substances?
Of course not. I wouldn't do that.
It's like that. To an amplified position, nothing makes sense, but in a sense that it does.
Maybe we could sell it as an experience.
So Leo, at some point after pulling you out, would sort of nod approvingly at you, Cinder. It's very impressive that you've kept your stomach during that.
He doesn't have a
maybe
stomach.
it would help that it's empty.
It's just full of iron.
Yeah.
I'll get a snack bar and start eating.
True.
Interesting. And she would turn to Alice.
By the
Yeah.
way, if you have any knowledge about the local like ores and veins of metal, that would be a knowledge I would happily pay for.
Unfortunately, we don't.
Yeah.
What weaponry do they look to be carrying, by the way, Gwen?
They carry
We take-
longbows, which, obviously it's rather large size longbows. And they have long swords, and again, giant sized long swords.
I bet I can use those.
We could take them.
I mean, yeah. Just scorching ray them. They will be dead.
That's not.
I mean, like, Priam, I don't know about you, but I have absolutely no qualms about them not paying rent or anything like that. It's like they're doing a service to us regardless of protecting this place. And
Indeed, I think we can, yes, make an exception since they're paying with their service.
Exactly.
I think even beyond that, and not just paying taxes, I think it would be quite beneficial to you and our side both, Mr. and Mrs. Giant, that we improve our communications and get a better system how to handle and contain the danger, rather than it's just be you two doing the job.
Can we get tourist attraction?
She sort of
People like it.
bristles at that. Thus far, we've certainly been enough to contain whatever threat this may be.
Has the incursions been, what you want to call it, consistent in their magnitude? The creatures that come in, their numbers, their prowess has been consistent?
No.
Then how would you guarantee that it will be able to you will be able to contain for indefinite? Contingencies.
We
are
trust in
useful
our
for a reason.
abilities.
But you just said that you don't know what type of stuff is going to come out of there.
I mean, I'm gonna look up at them. I'm like, yeah, I trust your ability as well, but
Yeah, they're pretty big and strong.
but
Like
at
what
the same
happens
time-
if a party of 5 illitids and 3 beholders come through that portal at the same time?
No, you misunderstand, and perhaps this is our fault. Not just any aberration comes through, the same aberration comes through.
The same?
I've just asked whether if it was consistent or not, and you said no.
You implied consistency for numbers. You didn't imply consistency for type.
I apply
think
for
consistency
minifix.
I think consistency encompasses all.
What kind
I
of
also said
aberration are we talking about?
magnitude and prowess of the creatures.
Well, thank you, Riley. Is he crying?
No, he's happy.
Oh
Okay,
no,
he's happy.
we made the giants
Those
cry.
are rosy cheeks, I see.
Yeah.
All right. Okay.
So what
I'm
sort
sorry.
of
I'm
aberration?
sorry.
Like,
We made a giant
are
cry.
we talking about like small, like child-sized humanoids, like called Rileys coming through this portal?
This is the Riley. Well, we don't really know what they're called, but they're... Well, they appear to be floating brains.
Does that
You guys
ring
have-
any bell? And also, how big of a brain? And does it look like a humanoid brain?
A big brain that knows all the best words with all the top grammar. They're called trumps.
Sort of your-sized, but a large flying brain, dangling tentacles.
A beholder.
Yeah.
No.
Does
Would-
that
would-
ring any bell?
Beholders have eyes.
Well, I mean, you could have had eyes.
No.
You want to make a
I-
knowledge
I-
check, or do you want to say, yeah, I know about, aberrations?
Is this an Arcana check?
I might, but like I also might not. Aberrations are dungeoneering.
Mhm.
Dungeon, yeah.
I got this. Wait, I have to be trained in engineering, don't I?
Yeah, all knowledge
it.
checks require training.
Unless you are me.
Unless you're... Yes, indeed.
Cinder, what is it?
Not my rolls. Can I, like, apart from that one natural 20, can I get, like, a good roll, please?
Uh,
Like the 6 and 4s and 3s and 5s.
you may not.
And yeah, giants are knowledge
hold on.
nature, by the way.
Let me try.
They are
Got a
knowledge
phone call.
nature? Oh god.
No,
Oh my
giants knowledge
gosh,
nature.
Mithrin.
Giants are not listed on their knowledge.
Interesting.
Yeah, they are in the D20 SRD.
Oh, okay, there. Good on you, Grim. You have good intuition.
I mean, I figured it would be. The 13, you, again, sort of may heard of it. Like, you could put, the description to a picture or something like that, but you may know their name as Grell, but, past that, you wouldn't really.
I think I've heard something of the kind. Grell, Groll, Troll, something like that. I haven't met any though. Nasty stuff.
And again, Alice would sort of nod. Not too bad. I believe the most that ever came through at one time was 20. And that must have been 10 years ago or so. They had casters with that group. I do remember.
And you two killed all of them?
Yes. Mind you, we did not fight an open battle. We didn't square up against their numbers. We attacked from the shadows, from the bushes. We followed them. We tracked them. We ambushed them.
But that pose a problem for us. Because the people we would be gathering up here, they do not have your abilities to be one with the forest to ambush these creatures or hide from them. They would be ordinary people, peasants, commoners.
Leo would shrug, and that does appear to be a problem.
We'll have to seek a more permanent solution to this portal then.
What if we just built a wall around it?
I mean, if they bring spellcasters with them, they would probably find a way to get through any mundane.
If you have inexhaustible resources to throw at it, you could.
But I mean, you guys said it's the same thing that comes out all the time. So surely you know what it can cast.
Necessarily, like Nistrin used to be a human. Trium is also a human. Are they able to cast same spells?
Yeah, because I mean, isn't Trium a worshipper of the Spike Chain God as well?
Well, yes, but he just sometimes speaks to me, not, but we can't cast the same spells.
I see.
Because Nithrin has specialized in spell casting with the Spike Chain God, and I'm specialized in hearing the Spike Chain God.
Gotcha.
My spell casting abilities are of an entirely different nature that I've decided to not show anyone yet.
I see. Well,
I've heard that lead works well for these things. If you manage to put a 5-foot thick wall and ceiling of lead around it, that would possibly work.
All right.
I mean,
We need some lead.
what do you know of these creatures? Wouldn't they be able to eventually break it down?
I would imagine they'd starve to death first. I don't know if they could do it in some time.
Aren't they big? How big are these creatures?
Your sizes.
So
Like the size
medium
of my
size.
brain, or like the size of me?
The size of you. The brain is much bigger than you all and comprises the bulk of their mass.
Wouldn't it be really squishy?
You mentioned they have tentacles. If they have any weight on it, they can be a bludgeoning force. But the problem is, we would have to erect a wall that is like a good 50-foot radius around for workers to be not able to. And I'm not sure if it would be possible within this world's architectural capabilities to cover up that distance. Grim?
It's pretty tall.
Yeah,
probably not. So again, Liam looks to Ellis and Sylvan saying, "Do they not understand the joke?"
What do you mean? Do you not
we are
understand?
talking about the lives of people here. Jeez.
I think the best thing we can do is try to find a way to close the portal permanently.
I agree.
And after that, we can... once that's done, we can start looking at redeveloping this place. If after the portal is closed, we still get the Treeply experiences, we can even sell it as an attraction.
True.
I mean,
I'd call the place Lake Sense Distortion, or LSD for short.
Yeah, that's a good one.
we should probably reach to Malcolm. He probably has something with a spell for this.
Let's reach out to Malcolm.
I know that there's a spell for this, but there's no way.
Maybe we could put like a message in the bag.
Yeah,
So we put our tax dollars in there, and it just like goes to
maybe.
Malcolm.
I assume Malcolm is probably not an easy person to reach. We could also go to the library and
Yeah, true. A good library.
they might have something on this whole issue.
And hold up, wait a second. Remember, were we supposed to like get back with the head librarian as well?
Yeah, but we remember he got kicked out of town, or not kicked out, but threatened out rather.
And
Sure.
also, we were going to speak with him at the behest of
Troya.
Gallifrey.
Yeah, but
who
she
was the
doesn't know
lord
that.
of the but the thing is, there's nothing to speak him about. The place is unreachable.
Well, consider the following. We can change the offer from dead titans to mysterious LSD portals.
Yeah, that might work. And
Yeah. I want my diploma. Come on.
how long until we have time, Grim? Until our time to be back at Lothan.
Let's see. Party notes. It is the 29th still. Let's see.
It's not the 29th. Today's the 3rd. It's month 2, day 3, year 1. Because you probably didn't factor in the fact that we just picked the forge up for a couple of days.
3 days or 2 days, bro.
I can't remember.
We got there. We disassembled in one day and we came back in another.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Yeah, so I have it down as the 3rd. Month 2, day 3.
Oh no, we missed the.
Where do you have it down at?
I have my own personal,
Why
note
are we not
of the
using
day.
the party notes for that then?
Yeah.
Is it in the party notes?
Yes.
It's
Oh.
literally date and timeline.
The
The
very
same party
first
notes
thing.
that you,
Oh, yeah, okay.
literally you built this thing.
Yeah, okay, I got it. Yeah. I forgot that we had the party notes. Because I have my own personal party notes, and I use that most of the time first.
But I
Wait.
believe it is somewhere around month 3. That whatnot, because it was like a month and a half away when we spoke.
What, the
with
threat?
Caitlin.
No, coming back the
To Lothan.
Lothan for the initiation and stuff.
Oh, yeah, the initiation.
So we still have to wait until we can go to Lothan.
I mean, we can still go there.
Oh,
Yeah, we are nobles now. We are aristocracy.
Yeah.
We're not. We just landed. We're not even knights. We just happen
Aristocracy
to own
literally
land.
means people with land.
Yeah, but we're not nobles.
Yeah, but aristocracy means that we are political targets now.
I mean,
Is
I
that
guess.
good?
No, like as in that, like they wouldn't be able to do things that they were able to do before, without making it political.
Maybe, but we don't really have our foot in the political world yet. We don't have allies. We don't have an army of our own. Or keeps we just.
You
I
have
don't
a
think anyone would
You do
care.
have
if-
people who don't like you.
Yeah.
that's a lie. That's defamation.
We don't have people who do like us. That's the problem. I mean, the thing about making things political is it's dangerous because usually you're gonna draw their allies into the mix, but we don't have allies yet. So we need to establish ourselves as proper aristocracy. Even
Yeah.
we're basically aristocracy only in name right now.
I mean, aristocracy only works in name, anyways.
Not exactly. Like I said, the issue with pissing off the aristocracy is that it carries some weight behind it usually because the members of the aristocracy are usually intertwined in alliances and they have armies and resources. We have none of it. We just have the title.
Priam, you are the spy master. You are the chamberlain. Like, we have been aristocracy for like almost 5 days. Why haven't you made
Yeah.
any contacts?
I'm working on it. I have my best people. I have my best
I
people
will be
on it.
waiting for your report tonight.
Literally everyone's working on it.
He blew up the student of the most.
My best people are on it.
My hair got attached to.
I
Oh.
see.
I don't worry, it'll be easy.
Like, even if we go to Lowton for the library guy, though, I think we should just leave a message to the inn. So if Malcolm ever shows up there, the innkeeper or something can give it to him and he can contact us.
It's huge.
Not a bad idea.
Oh yeah, because you really like the beer.
True. It did really.
I
enjoy it.
cannot imagine why.
Yeah, you
Yeah,
didn't
it's
even put eggs in it.
Wait, so you did put eggs in it.
He didn't.
No.
Well, he did the one
didn't.
time, I think.
And he didn't afterwards.
But what
just
he
say
liked was
something.
the Perry, not the beer.
Oh, the Perry.
Oh, the
Well, yeah.
pears. That's right.
Yeah, let's just leave a
Okay,
message there.
so
I mean, he is a wizard. Of course, he likes the wine, not the beer. Like, hello.
well, I think then we'd best leave Liam and Ellis to do their thing without paying taxes because they're doing a public service, and we should probably go to the inn and leave a message there.
Yeah.
By the way, you two would be totally okay if this portal was closed for good, right? Like that wouldn't be like a sacrilegious thing.
We don't worship it or anything.
I'm asking just to be considerate.
Well, thank you for that.
Alright.
Yeah, so good. Then you'll be free of your duty and your wisdom can congratulate you on a job well done.
Well, it's not like it was an arduous task, but yes. This is awkward.
Is it?
You don't know much about the surrounding area that you have found yourself owning.
It was kind of a deal there and then, so yeah, you don't.
In literally 5 days or something.
Yeah.
I see. There's probably something else we should show you.
Is there another portal?
No.
I hope it's good.
Is it the Cobalt Cave?
Like, if it involves a dormant titan, I will be madly pissed.
Well, no. And
Think
no kobolds either, although we'll rid the area of them as well.
No,
No,
don't-
you won't.
wait.
No, the kobolds are fine. They're our friends.
they are our subjects.
I mean, I would be sad, but You probably shouldn't.
I see. So
okay, well-
do not rid the area of the kobolds.
We thank you.
Wait,
Don't
didn't
do
we
that.
give him like a secret handshake or something to give people?
We gave him a letter.
Did you? I don't remember that.
Yeah. Like I gave them like a letter of recommendation. Like if they have to absolutely approach someone or something.
Oh, well, that's not
they
a
can
secret
start with that.
handshake, I wouldn't say.
No, it's not. It's a letter of recommendation.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay, so
Some cultures counts as a secret handshake.
you have a letter of recommendation written by Cinder, then don't rid the area of them. But if they don't, feel free to do your thing.
I see. Well, there's one other thing in the area that it's probably wise to bring your attention to. The fountain.
The fountain?
The fountain?
Fountain
Indeed.
Question mark.
of you.
Ooh.
Ooh, if only.
Well, I wouldn't get too excited, as it's... While once magical is certainly diminished in power now.
That's so sadder.
Okay.
Let's go
Show us
see
the
it.
way.
Is it?
Yeah.
Oh no, we are about to teleport. I can feel it. We were moved against our wishes.
Diddly-doo.
What? Is that from Star Trek?
Oh no,
No,
Grella
it's
appeared.
from Wayne's World.
I do not know what that is.
Oh, well, that's okay.
Oh,
Ooh, that's a Valkyrie.
there's two of me.
There's two of you. How
Delete.
wonderful. So again, don't get your hopes up. It looks very impressive, but whatever it was impressive a long time ago. It's significantly less impressive now. But what you see is not what you see on the map. Instead, what you see is this floating sphere that appears to be made of, some sort of stone, and that water pours out of it into a basin. It appears as if there's some sort of either drain in the fountain or something of that nature, because the water is constantly flowing out of the sphere into this basin, but this basin is not filling up as well.
Can I take like a sip of it? Like, put my hand into it, the water. If you get what I'm saying, and like,
That does not look what it looks like.
It does not.
It doesn't look like what it looks like on the
I
Among
just
Us.
told you.
Among Us.
You just gotta ignore the little people.
So like, do we take reference to the picture or the map?
The picture.
Okay.
Again, it's a floating
And, like,
sphere, and it's falling into this sort of basin that we see.
All the people that's surrounding it, are they there?
No,
That's
those are
us.
figments of your imagination, left over from the influence of the portal.
The LSD.
Yeah.
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 Lake sense distortion.
Ooh, we can fit inside. Do you guys want to go inside of the orb?
No, thank you, but I will try and I will taste the water. Grim.
It's very,
mean,
refreshing and whatnot.
It's actually like good water.
It's good water, yeah.
Oh, nice.
This, it should be noted again, although I don't have your map because I was lazy, is significantly closer to the keep. This is probably only 2 miles away from the keep itself.
We could bottle this as holy water. Magic water. Maybe not holy
Wait,
water, because it's not holy.
Why don't
but-
you cast detect magic?
Well, it is
Sure.
somewhat
I'll
impressive.
cast Detect Magic.
While stories
Larger.
sort of say that
Is it magical?
Can you guys let them finish?
I know, right? Like
No.
I'm literally trying to describe to you. While stories once said that drinking the waters of the fountain were similar to drinking a potion or being restored by the spell, unfortunately it no longer functions as such now. However, drinking it, again, from an OSC sort of perspective, will let you heal more than otherwise you may heal. You get double the healing for your night's rest.
What?
Do we feel anything from?
It feels very. I mean, it
Cool.
tastes. It's crisp. It's clear. It's slightly cool, which is certainly what it should not be. As you sort of study it, however, you can see that there's grooves in there. It looks like there were several maybe gems at one time that have long since been pried out of the sphere. And it appears as if there's this large line that's sort of snaking through in swirls and circles. Liam would sort of go on to say, again, well, it's been a long time since it's been what it used to be. Apparently it was inlaid with jewels and precious metals.
So the giants told us that it used to be like healing, right?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
We just gotta fix it.
And they tell you what it
Perhaps-
currently does as well, yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, we can always bottle it and sell it to nearby settlements, but if we could somehow find the gems that have been pried and put them back in, maybe it'll be healing again.
That's a good idea.
Like, are there any grooves and such on it, like where the said gems would be?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's covered in... Mhm.
Is there any like a magical pattern to it? Anything that can be like made sense out of it?
Not particularly, like
Like, I'm
certainly the
trying to gauge
placement of
if-
the gems are just where there was free space, and it appears that as if this line is sort of free flowing through it. I mean, it's not unpleasant to the eye, but it doesn't seem like there's a lot of rhyme or reason to it.
This doesn't feel like a portal as well, right? Like a plane of water portal or something.
Unlikely. Suppose you
Unlikely?
couldn't discount it, but certainly unlikely. And that would be the, giants responding.
Oh, okay.
Not me, yeah.
I mean, I'm gonna ask him, like, do they know if the water keeps its properties, if it's kept in a bottle or stored?
Well, no. As in, we don't know. We've only ever drank from it. We've never had ambitions of attempting to sell it.
Well, you don't bottle it to drink. What do you guys drink while you guys are out here?
We returned to the fountain to drink.
You don't like keep a water skin?
Why would we need to? There's a perfectly good fountain just a scant few miles from anywhere where we stay.
Yeah, but
Okay, forget it, Helicon. They are, they like it like that.
Just a few minutes walk away. Why would we?
I mean, 12 miles is more than a few minutes walk.
They're,
usually 3 times longer legs than you do.
Yeah, they can.
They're making my way downtown.
I'm gonna empty my water skin, however, Grim, and fill it up with this fresh water.
Okay.
And I will, see well.
Mark it down as being something different then.
Okay.
You
The
see,
water
water
skin
from the
with
fountain.
different water.
From the sphere fountain, if you'd like. I don't know.
Fair.
It doesn't really have a
I'm gonna
name.
test. I'm gonna test if this water fatigues me or not.
Hold on, I gotta look at your thing.
It says eating or drinking. Eating any food or water instantly fatigues the character you thereafter.
Yeah, I got bad news for you.
Did Cinder actually drink it?
He did.
Like I'm not gonna gulp it because I know water is bad, so I'm just gonna sip it, see if it's bad.
Yeah, I mean, again, any consumption, it makes you awfully tired.
I'll just like eat some metal.
Wash it down with some metal.
Prevent my decomposing.
Yeah.
Do I miss any hit points? I don't think I miss any hit points.
There we go. Okay, yeah, well, I will thank the Giants for this, how nice it is of them to, to share this knowledge with us.
Can I look at the base of it? You said there was like some sort of.
There's like a
Base for it?
basin for it, yeah.
Can I make like a engineering check to see how it works? Does it have like actual, like a mechanism, drains or pipes that like lead the water out?
Yes, you can. It does not appear like as if there's an actual drain to it. Your best guess would be it's not mundane, but it's magical in some way to keep from overflowing.
Okay.
And, that'd be a pretty good guess.
All the useless knowledge checks, I get natural 20. All
You
the
sure do.
useful natural, knowledge checks, I get 3s and 4s.
Is that like your third 20 today? Just your second?
Oh god.
I get the knowledge local, knowledge engineering, the rest were knowledge engineering about this creature that we might have to fight in soon. Shit. This drain pipe though, I know all about it.
Oh yeah.
You really give the fountain a once over,
Oh man, I was hoping
The
some
base.
Roman-esque engineering genius behind it.
You're a real
Would it be possible to make adjustments to that base to flow the water to turn in this place an agricultural paradise?
Can you give me an
Probably.
accompanying Arcana check?
I want to do the Arcana check.
Yes, I will speak with Heliconia to brainstorm about how can we type
Yeah. Oh, I love it.
18 shit roll.
And you want me to roll Arcana?
Arcana.
Found it. Boom. 23.
When you start, making modifications to a thing, usually it doesn't, last.
If we start making modifications, thing it might not last.
Not necessarily modifications to the magic of it, but creating
like a
physical-
channel.
Yeah,
Like,
channels
it's
and
one
such.
structure. If you, pull out a block to, make a channel, it's no longer one structure.
Could we just put a funnel or something in between the water because it's floating, so there's a gap, right?
We
could
can
put,
do pumps. No, we can do pumps.
we could just surely we could just divert the water instead of actually taking apart it,
Surely you could do that.
Yeah.
Okay, so we have a fighting pitch,
Infinite water.
a farmland, and a portal to the far realms.
All right. It's all coming together.
And a fountain of healing.
And a magical forge.
True, and a magical forge.
We're really rolling in it.
Yeah.
Wow, imagine the training you can do with this water. Train vigorously every day, push yourself beyond the limit, and heal twice the amount that you would normally. We can raise our kobold armies to be the strongest army.
The strongest kobold army in existence.
Oh, we should get kobolds to turn that portal and surrounding vicinity of it into a landmine area.
Shall we?
yeah, with
Never mind,
traps.
Grell flies. Never mind.
Yeah, I was about to say maybe we shouldn't do that.
Landmine in spirit.
I like it.
Okay, well,
Do we wait word from Malcolm? Do we go do something else? Do we chase bandits?
go look for Malcolm, I guess.
I think we should go look for Malcolm, and then we should go back to the Great Library.
Don't we have lots of time until we go to the don't
I mean,
we...
we'd be
Should
waiting
get into
1.5 months.
Cool. I feel
You
like
know.
put little candies in it.
We can go back there
if
you're affording
We also
conflict.
found the candy holder.
I don't think that they're gonna conflict. It was gonna be a conflict.
I kept drinking over and over again because it was so cute.
They imply that they would be a conflict, to be fair, if we stayed in town.
Oh, they heavily imply that.
It was so heavy, even I was having trouble carrying it.
I say it's pretty heavy then.
Yep, at least
I
a
don't
few
know.
thousand
I
pounds.
think we could. I think we could.
Yeah, who are we afraid of? We are invincible. It's not like we...
Exactly.
Exactly. I agree. You're invincible.
Riam, are you in it as well?
Yeah, sure.
Like, if you're not up for it, if your heart is not into it, we can just not do it.
No,
We are a group.
it's fine. We'll.
Show.
I mean, we're part of the aristocracy, right? We'll be fine.
We'll be fine, exactly. Lord Kyne's on our side.
Oh shit, we should get like stuff that makes us looks like aristocracy.
We can get matching outfits.
I believe you have
Like-
quite a nice suit that you purchased, Cinder.
I did, but like, look at him. I pointed.
What?
You look like what I used to look like. Armor slapped with bones all over it.
Yeah, I just don't know what you're talking about.
That's his religious outfit. You can't make fun of him for it.
Yeah, exactly. My
What
religious
is
outfit.
out? What do you mean? Like spike chain and bones? How does it make any sense? You cannot make chains out of bones. Not those bones.
You can make a chain out of bones.
You can defend you. Yes, you can.
What is our color scheme though? What is our like crest? Dragons, obviously.
A dragon on a hoard of glowing coins.
I like it.
Yeah, were we like the glowing coin company? Something like that.
The GCC.
Do you guys like red and gold or like some other color?
Red and gold is always great.
Nope.
Grim, does red dragons have the same like infamy that
Oh,
a
yeah.
regular
Mhm.
D&D would have?
Yeah. I'm not like changing alignment of dragons or anything because it gets too confusing. I'm sure. So yeah,
Isn't the red dragon evil though?
yeah.
Yeah, they are. Like,
Yeah,
I was
remember, yeah.
thinking using a red dragon on top of a golden horde to go with the gold red team. But like red dragon is
What
pretty
about the
aggressive.
golden dragon?
It's silver dragon though, this or a golden dragon even.
Silver and gold. I'm not sure if that's that gold.
I think-
Gold
I think-
can work.
Yeah.
But yeah, I thought we had a name. We finally got a name. It was
What
something
about
like
a
the golden
beige
coin
pseudo
company.
dragon on top of a pile of glowing gold? Flechette would
Hush now.
speak up.
Like the problem with that, Flechette, with your size, the people who would be drawing the crest, they would have to put incredible amount of detail to the coins for it to be looking realistic.
Surely we can afford that amount of detail.
No, like you are tiny.
No reason to spare expenses.
Alright.
There's sort of,
Yeah.
again, this sort of barter and banter, rather, going on. And Ellis would clear his throat after it's been going on for a while. It is customary amongst our people to exchange gifts after meetings like this. And he nods to Liam, who pulls out of her pack what looks like a silvery spear.
Like a giant size?
No,
Did you say spear or sphere?
spear, excuse me.
SPEAR. What do we have with us? We can offer them.
Can I make like a nature or local check what giants would enjoy in life?
Yeah, true.
What?
I don't think they
What
like
is
money.
Like, do they care about shiny stuff? Do they
We
like
have a-
bones?
We have a masterwork silver longsword that I don't think anyone's using.
That's quite small for them, I think.
Yeah,
True, but I mean, they also gave us a small spear, so
No, they gave us like smaller for a giant. I asked
Yeah.
whether it was a giant size.
yeah. But that's
So like
what I mean.
they
Like, we can
give
just
us a
pick them without
gift
one.
appropriate for our size. We gave them a gift that is not appropriate for their size.
We can give them Jimmy's ring. For the Minotaur.
Oh yeah,
I mean, I have the ring of swimming on me. Yeah, could you give it up?
Like we can do something like sentimental.
We have a bunch of iron chains, which I don't think we would have dropped the iron chains off, surely.
you bring up something that may sort of have slipped behind the cracks, but Jimmy's ring. At some point during our, detect magics and whatnot,
Well,
we
it's
would
in
have
the bag.
determined it's magical.
Well,
Oh,
we would.
okay.
It's in the
It
bag
did
holder.
first time, but
Did
we just
we?
ignored it.
Okay,
Yeah, I think we just ignored it.
fair enough.
We thought it was like a tracking beacon, so that's why we threw it in the bag of holding.
Oh, it's in the
So they
bag of
can't-
holding? I see.
Yes. So they can't track us with it or something.
I mean, we don't actually know what it is, though.
You get identified.
Yeah. We actually should, yeah.
Maybe it's like another ring of acid, and Cinder can put it on and become even stronger.
It's just,
Even acider.
The ring of double acid.
what else is there than acid? Like ring of coal, ring of fire. Can I be like Avatar?
Like all the elements.
He's gonna collect the 6 Infinity Stones.
Like, can I be like Tiamat at the end of it? Huh? Well, let's see what I have. I have lots of iron bars.
Yeah.
Actually,
we
you know
give
what?
them-
This was given me in good faith that I would put it used to good fight. But I think, even if you are confident in your abilities, I think you are doing the good work, and I would like you to have this, and I'm going to give them the potion of bull strength.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a nice gift, yeah.
Hold on 1 second.
Oh, they are speechless.
They are speechless, true.
All right. Give me
you
a
get it?
sense
What I
of
said?
motive while you're doing it. And again, we're sort of.
Like all of us, or only...
I guess all of you can do it.
Oh.
One, but not a natural one. But a one
We all
nonetheless.
Not a natural.
Yeah.
one.
It's a black one, not a red one.
Motive.
They
I
liked
can't-
it. They liked it a lot.
60.
I have a lot of sense motive. Well, I have +7.
Can you be
Wow, I rolled it.
Oh, really
So
bad.
Lordington
Yes.
and Heliconia, you exchange the gifts, and they take it without saying anything, but it's clear by the expressions on their faces that they are incredibly disappointed.
I whisper it to Cinder. I don't think they liked it.
Hey, they didn't like my gift either. It's a magical potion that makes you stronger. Wow, these guys are. Wow.
Chris, I should give it the Masterwork
Like
Silver
it
Longsword.
increases everyone's strength the same.
It's actually pretty good, not gonna lie. Maybe I just didn't know, you know?
So as you take the spear, who takes the spear?
So I would assume Cinder, since he's sort of swapping the gifts.
This
Are
spear
we sure
magic.
Cinder is taking the spear?
I mean,
Like-
I can. I didn't say I would. But
I
I can.
understand.
I have no use for it. Well, I actually do have proficiency with spears, but I don't have the strength to really use a spear effectively. So
Like,
Does-
I
does it
wouldn't have
look-
held it. Really.
Like from the handling of it, does it look like it's like at the very least masterwork quality, like by the balance and such?
Are you handling it again? Because just looking at it, you can't really tell.
If it's given to me, I will. Like if it's exchanged.
Sure, I mean, they would probably hand it to you, I suppose. If you're handing them the potion, obviously they would turn and hand it to you. You can tell instantly that it's, not good as a spear, as a weapon itself. But as you are handed it, it's sort of, you can feel in your hand that it begins to sort of crackle with lightning. Just briefly, there's a spark as you grab it. And this is obviously some sort of magical weapon.
have I heard about the famous like javelin of lightnings? Or spears of lightning?
I'm sure you would have heard of something like that. Because, you know, as you mentioned, it's not the most super uncommon magical thing.
As I see that, I tell him I think we should get them something nicer.
I mean, like,
What,
if it's a
Rylan?
javelin of lightning, that's about.
It
like,
is not a
it's
javelin, though,
consumable.
as well. You would know from its make. I mean, you're familiar with a javelin. Yeah.
Oh, I did not realize this was a magical weapon. If I had one of my own, I would exchange it as a gift, but I don't have my own. I'm using this mundane chains.
Again, you know, Alice would sort of put his hand up, stopping you. We've exchanged gifts. Nothing more is needed.
Is that like a yes but no, but or is it like a what does it mean by this, Grim?
Sense motive, everybody.
I mean, you know, he's saying you don't have to give anything more, you know. They gave what was within your means, and they are assuming you gave with what was within your means.
That's the best we had. We're sorry.
I thought like we were all giving our own gifts. That's why I was looking through my like equipment, my own.
No, it was a single thing from one party to the next.
That's what I assumed as well.
Like that was my personal gift. Like it's literally one thing that they can use on my. Like I have a longbow, but too small for them. I have a shield, too small for them. I have a chain shirt that I don't wear, too small for them.
I have holy water. A lot of holy water.
We can give one of the magical swords to them. I guess that was super expensive.
Are we not using those magical swords?
No.
I occasionally do when we are fighting something resistant to non-magical weapons, but like longsword is not necessarily my forte. They're super cool. I think Nitron would be great with those, or Trium.
We had the fire magical
The
longsword.
longsword.
the magical
Problem is I
longsword,
can't weapon finesse with the longsword.
Yeah.
worth 8,000 GP each. We have 2 magical arrows, 2 more magical arrows, magical half plate.
So again, as
Yes,
you're
okay.
sort of huddling, Alice and Liam would both assure you nothing more is required. I assure you.
Fine, well,
Okay, I
We have
suppose.
10
Like,
potions of
if you
cure
ever need
weapons.
anything, feel free to ask. You know?
Sign of death.
Like anything that we can help with.
Remove
Yeah.
curse potion?
And again,
Oh,
they sort of
let's stick to that.
nod. Well, then, I believe we'll go about our things. You had mentioned before that you wish to increase communication upon us, between us, at some point.
Yeah.
While normally we prefer and enjoy a somewhat solitary lifestyle, I suppose we could meet every week or so?
I mean, like, we wouldn't want to impose you to meet us, but it would be appreciated at the very least if you can inform us something happens or, like, leave a message somewhere that we can pick up so, like, you don't have to meet with people if you don't
yeah, like, at the keep.
keep, or, like, perhaps at this fountain.
Hmm.
Like, if you don't want to get too close to the people working in the keep.
Well, as we don't necessarily mind going to the keep, as you've seen. We met you there, so that would be acceptable.
We could get them the glowing coin. That's like a novelty item right there.
Actually, hold on. We can give him that, yeah.
She's gonna do what?
No,
Coin.
Oh,
the
that's
coin is our
We can,
thing.
we can
Oh,
give
yeah,
them the
true.
glowing cloth around the coin.
But, like, Would that be any good for these forest folk that
You can
uses
probably see in the
cover?
dark.
Yeah,
I
like
guess.
they use cover and darkness to their advantage. They're like hunters.
They've
Ambushers.
said they don't want anything, so let's not impose on them, or they
I
might.
have
get
Wolfsbane on me.
They might get offended if we continue this.
Yeah.
So I suppose that's a farewell.
So again,
and-
they'd sort of give you the same sort of awkward bow and curtsy that they sort of began the meeting with, and then turn and then disappear all into the forest. I mean, like, disappear as they step behind two trees. You know, one moment they're there, and the next moment these, 14-foot tall giants are just gone.
Can I do a spot check?
You
So
can.
cool.
I will see if I'm able to see them.
Hold on one moment.
Oh, is that enough? I wonder.
I'll let Nithro do it because it sounds like he did good. So
those pesky height penalties.
Yeah.
I mean, it's only -4, I think, for large creatures. These are not excessively like big giants.
They have a +20 to this.
Oh my god!
So
Never
no,
mind.
you do not see them.
Yeah.
Can I smell them?
Mm.
Oh, by the way, you never told me what they smell like.
Vegetation.
Oh, okay.
They don't have any
Vegetation.
particular like body odor or anything, which is rather unusual, for living creatures. They just smell like vegetation of the forest. What it is likely that they eat.
Yeah, I was like, damn, yeah, 21 on the roll. Yeah, I think I can see them.
that would be
Nah.
good. If they rolled like a
Fair.
1.
Like how skills work in this game. Like if you're not specialized in spotting, you are not spotting.
Yeah.
And I'm
Can I
pretty
spot
sure they
anyone
get like racial bonuses in forest and stuff. It's in their name.
Yeah.
Woodkin.
Yeah.
So to the Lothan.
To the Lowton. No, to the inn and then the Lowton.
Well, I thought we were just going to leave a message because if Malcolm gets the message, he can reach us.
Yeah,
Right.
yeah, that's what I'm saying. We leave a message.
Also, I
at
lied.
the
It
inn.
was only +19.
Oh.
Oh, well, that's
I'm
much
sorry.
easier.
That invalidates the roll. Roll again. If he rolls a 1, Nitro notices it.
Yes, exactly.
How
No.
could you betray our trust?
Bunk.
Yeah,
So
okay.
that's 30. I can like. I
No, if I crit, I think I will beat it.
you have a +10 on spot.
I have a +6. Actually, hold on. Oh, Owl's Wisdom.
That's to spot
Um,
too.
And then the eye spell for extra spotting.
I
There you go.
believe they're already gone.
Uh,
But like,
It's one of my
if I
favorite
go
movies,
up-
kiddo. Sorry.
oh god, I can finally go down again. My wings are hurting so much.
Have you
I'm
been
joking.
hovering
I
this
get it.
entire time?
Like because like I cannot I can hover, but I cannot fly indefinitely. I need to like rise up, then glide a little bit to rest, and rise up, glide a little bit to rest.
You go down, you take a couple of deep breaths.
Yeah.
And breathe, so.
Alright, but yeah, let's go to the inn, the tavern, and
I think we're gonna take like 5 minutes real quick, use the restroom,
Uh-huh.
get some water, that kind of thing, and then we'll meet back up.
yeah.
All right, so I'll see you in a couple.
See you in a bit.
Are we taking a break?
In 5
Yep.
minutes.
Okay. I was just on the phone. Apologies.
Yeah, good.
Hello.
Hello, Riley.
We were trying to watch a movie.
Which movie are you trying to watch?
We were trying to find Wizard of Oz, but we couldn't watch that, so we're watching The Flight of Dragons.
I've never watched The Flight of Dragons. What's it about?
I have no idea, because I haven't watched it either. We're about to watch it. But that's my...
Well, it sounds fun.
Yep. But
Enjoy it.
But it's my dad's favorite movie, too, so after the game, he's going to come watch it with us.
Oh, sounds nice.
Yep.
Didn't know you had a favourite movie. I'll have to ask him about it.
Yep.
Oh, I'm just waiting here.
Yep. And Emerald left again.
It's the same version.
Did she? Emerald.
She probably has bad internet.
Uh-huh.
And Daddy's back.
Oh.
Alright, I'm back.
Run!
I shall
Run!
run. Bye. I shall run.
I'm like,
Bye.
I shall run.
Have fun.
oh no, it's Riley dying.
Oh my gosh, do you have to adjust the headset every time? Alright, I'm back.
You can't be careful enough.
Poor Grim had to readjust the headset again.
Again.
Grim, why are you readjusting your headset again?
It's hard, because I mean...
Guys, I
It's
told
a
you
nervous
I was
tick.
Learning timber about it. I was going to watch Flight of Dragons, and he wanted you to tell him about it.
What? You guys, you want me to tell him about Flight of Dragons?
Yes.
Okay, well, it was like a Rankin
No, she
Bass
told-
movie.
She told us about you liking it.
It was like my favorite movie when I was a kid. And you know, a fun fact is that Sir Orin Neville Smythe was a character from
It's
that
from
movie.
there.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Wow, my immersion.
It
has
was
just been
based
ruined.
on a book that I have not read called The Dragon and the George.
And the George.
And
The
the George,
George.
I believe.
Well, the George is a very important character in that book. I'll tell you.
Well, actually, funnily enough, Saint George is reputed to
Not
have
the
killed
same
a
George.
dragon.
Not the
That's
same
funny.
George.
I do not know. Who knows? Again, I have
They,
not
they are
read it.
related, but not the same.
No, yes, clearly it's about me.
Distant cousin.
Uh,
Are we all back?
I think
I
so.
am the George.
All right, so let's pick up where we were.
Where were we?
The Giants have just left.
You're about to
Sorry.
leave for Lothan.
Oh, yeah.
I'm
okay,
gonna
go.
say, go within the town, leave a note for
We have Flechette for that. She's literally twice as fast as any of us.
So Shaq can just go drop it off and meet up with us.
I mean, it's still gonna take, you know, like the same amount of time, you know, a day or two to get
Yeah.
there. Where are you saying?
Nice.
I see. Drop off the note, and I'm sorry.
Yeah. We go start going towards Lothan, and Flechette goes to Holland. Leaves
To
a
meet
note
up.
and
Gotcha.
meets up us. Meet with us. Jeez, I cannot speak.
Yeah, we just say like, you know,
A
like
couple
an
days.
hour.
So just straight to Lothan, not even stopping to go back to the keep.
Well,
I
we were
mean,
just at the
we-
keep.
we- we-
Stop by the keep.
we don't step by the keep.
Like we were just at the keep.
We're gonna have
There
to
was
name the
nothing
keep,
there.
by the way.
The keep.
The keep.
Grayskull.
Yeah,
Grayskull.
the keep with a capital
The
B and a
keep.
K.
Okay, I like.
Oh, we can gild it with gold.
How very creative.
Yeah, the keep.
You're just jealous, and now you can't call anywhere else the keep because we just trademarked it.
Yeah.
That's exactly how trademarks work.
Okay, let's call it
Go for
capital
it.
because that's what it's going to be when we have our empire.
Call it what?
The capital.
The capital.
Yeah, let's just call it the capital.
God,
The
yeah.
keep it all.
So, all right. We send Flechette on our way, and we begin heading up towards Lothan. Are we...
Go within the keep. Is there anything at the keep?
No, even if we stop by the keep, there's nobody at the keep. I was just giving you a hard time.
There's a party,
Yeah.
a rave going on.
Yeah, right. I mean, we probably paid to work the squatter for a while again.
Are you?
I mean, nobody's gonna be there, so I'm gonna nudge
Well, like-
towards the.
Like, can we just pay them to start working on the top floor? Like, they don't have to complete the whole thing, but just like, you know, start
Yeah,
working on
like,
it.
like just leave them with like 150 gold and just
Like, they
work
are
until we
building.
came back.
Yeah.
So they would have to leave the keep to do that. I mean, they have to go and procure resources and all that. They
Sure,
just
but
don't
they'll also
have
be
you know,
returning.
that much lying around. So if we're planning on having them watch the place as well, that's not a thing that's happening.
I mean,
I mean, like
can-
leave a couple watchers and the rest goes picks stuff up.
yeah.
They're not willing to do that.
Well,
They're not willing to
you-
leave
yeah.
unpaid laborers watching your
They will be paid for it.
we just
or
offered them like
low-paid
100
laborers.
150 gold, I said. Wow, these guys are.
too pompous for it.
There's a certain amount of responsibility that they are not willing to take.
Okay, choosing beggars. Well, I guess I wish we could hire some people. I wish we knew some people to hire.
Yeah.
Wait, hold on. Aren't there like a certain company that's about to leave town for work?
Do they look like masons to you?
I mean, they look
I
like
mean,
guards
to
to me.
watch the
Also,
keep.
they are going
Yeah.
towards the war zone.
Yeah.
They are going to join back with their group once the thing their contract is done.
Ah, fair.
Well, I mean, like if there are squatters, we can deal with them when we came back. When we come back,
Do you have any valuables stored at the keep?
just some iron.
Okay, well, technically, I took the liberty and said that when we were like unloading the like place. Actually, I guess it wasn't that close, but regardless, I figured that we just all the random loot that's worthless that for some reason we keep, it was kept at the Kobold Cave because no one ever said that we carried it around, so I just simply left it somewhere. I've now said that we just leave it at the keep, just for simplicity's sake.
That stuff was gone.
Oh, all that stuff was missing.
Yeah.
Holy fuck! That kid they stole our 3 short swords and 20 daggers.
Yes.
God damn it!
They probably made it into
And
iron.
your
those
furs and
bastards.
whatnot.
Missing loot horn. Oh, okay. Well, I've marked it all as to be found. Then we need to look for 9 sets of leather armor.
Yeah.
The short spears, 20 furs. Do they even take the chicken feathers?
They even took the chicken
Weren't the chicken
feathers.
feathers in the bag?
No,
I
but
think they're-
we took them out of the bag
Mm.
and we put it at the cave.
There were
Yeah, I'll
still
steal the
chicken
chicken
feathers there. If you wanted to, like, add a day on everything, we can take the time to pick up the scattered chicken feathers.
I think I'll pass.
We'll leave
think
them
I'll
at the
pass.
cave.
But I will literally make you waste a day on it.
How much gold can we sell all those chicken feathers for?
I mean, I think the most valuable thing in that place is like 1 year worth of iron in the basement.
Yeah.
Of the
But then
keep,
again,
you're right.
I somehow doubt they will be able to take out a year of iron.
They are made of chains.
Yeah.
Like they can take parts of it, but like yeah, that's about it.
Okay. Well,
Like,
then I
there's
have started.
There's a fountain, but that fountain would require like a skilled laborers to disassemble and leave. Like no one's going to come in
Steal the fountain.
like purpose of Bulgari and come out with a forge.
Did they
He'll
even
be
steal
fine.
his chest? Remember how we had like
Yeah,
the
but
chest?
let's pay the workers so they can start working on it, and then they will be back there in a few days at most.
Yeah.
Right, Grim?
I mean, it will take the time to like get the stones and stuff, so I don't think they're going to need time.
Yeah, but I mean, like, how much time?
Yeah, like they're gonna have to go to another city. They're going to have to, buy up the stone, load up the stone. Whether they have to go to, the mine and find the stone, they can't give you like a guarantee. This is going to take us X many days.
And they give us as an estimate like 1 to 2 weeks. 3 to
Sure, I
5
mean you
weeks.
get the typical contractor's estimate. It'll be a month.
Oh no, it's gonna take forever.
Well, it's the best they can do. Yeah, start working on like. If it's going to take time, it's better to start now.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
So my next question, I mean, is there anything specific you want them to try to do? And here, I'll actually whip us over to this map.
I mean, like the second floor does not exist, correct?
Correct. What we have is, flat
A first
sort of
floor.
roof and then, crenellations on the side and whatnot.
Would
Well,
we
I
want a
mean-
wooden second floor? Would be much cheaper and easier to establish.
So we
Still.
can't be skimping out.
Exactly, this is gonna be our awesome keep
I would also
when we're
start.
lords. Imagine a lord with like a second floor made of
Wood.
wood. Everyone will laugh at them, of course. We're trying to
mini
establish
keeps-
ourselves as proper aristocracy here.
Mini keeps are like that because
Yeah, they're shitty keeps for shitty lords.
they're like this is the world of magic where people throw fireballs. The idea of a keep for protective measures is already a stupid thing.
Exactly, a keep is a symbol of status.
Do
and
you want to have a wooden
keep with a
keep when
wooden-
people are throwing around fireballs?
Exactly.
Yeah, I prefer a stone keep then, not gonna lie.
And besides,
do we
if it's only a
have
symbol of
money to-
status, then
Like, do we have money to make it happen though? That like a second floor, a whole keep.
Yeah.
How much,
It's
Drew?
not cheap. I don't actually know on the top of my head, but like think of it like this. You know, building an inn cost what? 10,000 to 100,000 gold?
200,000?
Oh, you
Hundred.
said
It's not necessarily building, it's buying an inn.
Yeah, 5,000 to 10,000.
Like that
5,000
that
to
also
10,000.
includes like buying the plot and stuff.
I see.
We don't buy the plot.
We
Yeah, we
are
already
the
own the
but
plot.
we are talking about, you know, building something of such quality, it sounds like, to
Yeah.
be able to withstand, you know, a literal siege.
I mean, it doesn't need to. It just needs to look like it does.
Also, we should be looking into getting some walls around our keep.
Yeah.
So, like imagine Winterfell, right? It had a wall and it had like establishments inside, like a blacksmith, like a
Yeah.
tavern, like that's how you start a
Like, yeah, I mean,
city. You have a motley.
Yeah,
around the
and then
keep.
it
Oh, we
kind of
should get it.
expands.
Wait, we should have a motley around the keep.
A motley will be pretty cheap because that's just like stakes, right? Just put
But,
up
like,
in the.
it's cool.
I mean,
Yeah, and
you
then
know,
it-
like
And
it has literally worked throughout, you know, history and time. It may not be, you know, the best of the best, but it certainly works in keeping people and things out, you know.
although, to be honest, if we're gonna model it after keep, we should or castle, we should model it after Highgarden, because it's in a pretty fertile place. Winterfell's crappy and full of snow.
All I'm saying, that place should be in like an undead plague, and this world has lots of undead. Highgarden would fell.
Highgarden never fell. Well, it fell once during the Targaryen conflict. That was because, you know, dragons.
Okay, nerd.
What are you,
so-
some kind of nerd?
So, like, what are we looking for? At least the expenses, not the craftsmanship as of yet, but what are like expenses that we need to give to you for you to start working?
So again, you know, out of character, because I don't think we're quite there as an in character like conversation. Are we, you know, sort of building slow? Are we going to start by building, you know, a room for the forge, or do we just want to throw all of our money at the problem and instantly build up a second floor of this keep?
Depends on like how much that would cost.
Yeah.
Like if it costs 500 gold, sure. If it costs 500,000, no.
Right. Because, I mean, again, you know, I'm going to have to look up what it costs, you know. I'm saying, I don't know off the top of my head. I didn't think we would, you know. Like, all right, we got our brand new keep. Time to throw a lot of money at it.
I mean, at worst, we can just start with like the foundation of the second floor and then complete it afterwards if it's too much money.
Or even like below us, because you know technically there's supposed to be like a
Right.
dungeon maybe running below us.
Uh,
Because I assume it will be cheaper. I mean, maybe not, but maybe it will be cheaper to dig something under the keep than build something above it.
Hell no.
No, digging's expensive.
Yeah.
Digging expensive, especially when there's tons of stone on top of the place that you are digging.
Right.
Okay.
You need architectures and engineers for it. Thankfully, I can do knowledge engineer checks now. To the Lotham then, let's give these guys like 1,000 and let's see where that gets to us.
Sure.
If they require more when we come back, we give them more.
Okay. And with that 1,000, the plan is for them to begin working on the second floor. Correct.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
yeah,
Okay.
like start speaking with your contractors, of your stonemasons and such. Make your
Get-
preparations.
Get the raw materials like
Okay.
transported over here
I've
and
paid
stuff
them
like
as
that.
well. So
All right.
that's all good.
Yeah.
Too low, then we go.
Right.
Oh, this is gonna end badly. We're gonna piss
Gonna
off
end
the emerald
amazingly.
hunts.
Look, the guard's gonna be back at the gate. He's gonna welcome us. He's gonna be like, "Hey, welcome home." And then we can go back to the tavern where they're like, "Hey, welcome back, beloved customers."
So obviously we're at the keep.
That-
It is about 2 days journey over to Lothan, 1 to Torn, one to Lothan proper. If we are taking the main road and just going around Torn.
the usual path.
No,
I
we
would
go
say.
through Torn.
All right, we go through Tor this time.
No,
I
I
think that was a
don't
joke.
think we do.
Because that's another encounter altogether. Oh, goodness. Oh my gosh, I'm staring at it and I just can't find it.
Lothan.
No, that's not what I'm staring
Yeah.
for, but thank you. I certainly appreciate it. We are going to go on again, a very favorite map of mine. No, we're not.
Is it that one with like
The road?
crossroads?
That was gonna be the road.
It's not.
The one we camp at?
We're going to a different map.
No.
No.
You can pull
Oh
yourselves
god.
on.
Backward.
Wait,
Right,
we
right or
we
left?
have been on this one, right?
We have been on this.
Yeah, we've been here. This is
say-
where we fought that spider fly thing.
That's it
Yeah,
exactly.
I say we're on the right.
Isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
No.
Yes.
Yeah, they
Oh my
were
gosh.
like
Cinder, get over here. Stop being stupid. There
I
you
am
go
a
in the,
rebel.
in the front as always.
I'm a rebel.
And Cinder finds himself surrounded by 3 dragons.
I mean, I would be amongst my own kind.
Cinder gets hit by a lightning bolt. It comes out
3
of
red
nowhere.
dragons.
Sky is blue and clear.
I am
Yeah.
immune to lightning.
Oh, damn, you are.
Yeah, he can just lift his spear up and just absorb it.
You know, like
I'll be back in just a second. I gotta go grab something for my dad. Again, it'll be a minute.
Okay.
Lady.
Oh,
Oh, I wonder who we will have to kill. By the way, aren't we going north? Why is this road?
Well, because we have to take a bit of a,
Yeah.
Yeah, we're walking around Torn.
yeah.
Walking
Like-
around Torn.
So we would be like going like this.
Yeah, but the road is taking a shorter turn because instead of
Oh,
going
there's-
off road, we're
Oh,
going
let's-
with the road.
Cave. I bet he doesn't expect us to go to the cave. There's a
Go to
cave.
what cave?
Okay,
Oh,
well,
Graham? Yeah, we should go to the cave. He won't expect it.
let's all rush into the cave the moment we see it and camp it.
We waited at the cave for like 10 days.
Cool cave, true.
Okay. Yep, this is indeed a cave. I'll be right back though, actually. Feel free to start if I'm not, though I should be back.
I cast fireball.
I cast Fist.
And I'm back.
He's back.
Welcome back.
Welcome back.
Oh my gosh! Now, so let me see if I
So
can...
Grim, we are going to that cave.
Okay.
Sure, the cave extends about 5 feet into the mountain
We start digging.
and then stops.
We start digging.
Yeah.
What sort of tools do you use to dig?
My claws.
All right, and how long do you wish
I
to
literally,
dig for?
I literally bleed myself to like carve out.
With acid.
What is it you're doing?
No, we're just joking about it rushing to the cave.
Let's go.
Okay, we walk up the road with Toria and Helicon surely following after us, right?
No, we are not
course.
on the road. We are stopping.
What? Here we are.
Oh, are we stopping?
Yes.
Why are we stopping now?
Why are we stopping?
Well, it is nighttime. We're just becoming late.
Oh.
I presume we are stopping.
To the cave.
Well, if that is the case, then if it's becoming nighttime, I will walk along the road and I'll. Guys, look! There's a cave there! That would be a perfect resting spot for the night!
As I mentioned, the cave extends about 5 feet in and then comes to an abrupt stop.
That's good
Yeah.
enough.
We can fit there.
No, I mean,
One of
It will
you
be
can
cozy.
probably fit there.
None of us encompasses a 5-foot place. We just
Yeah.
threaten it.
Oh,
Yeah.
somebody doesn't believe in personal space.
We could sleep with the cave at our backs.
yeah, we will sleep. Okay, I head upwards and I will dun 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 dun, and then I will just like with my feet stuck out, my boots off. I lay myself down to rest as we
I'm
prepare
just
for
gonna
the
drop
night.
my tent here.
Did you have your tent?
Oh,
No.
no.
Oh my
no.
god.
Oh god, the white.
Control Z. No.
A nuclear bomb's gone off.
I would survive.
We were looking at the flash. Oh gosh, oh, that's terrifying.
Interesting. Okay. So please arrange yourselves how you wish to be stopping for the night.
Just like this.
Just like that. We'd like to take what watches?
I'll take the third.
I'll take the first one.
I'll take
whatever's
second.
left.
Okay. First watch, please. Spot listen.
Who's the first watch? Is it me?
Trium.
Trium.
I think you're
Trium,
last.
me.
Cinder. You're typically last.
Yeah. Does Cinder even need to sleep anymore? He doesn't. He can just take all
I
the
still
watches.
I still meditate and such to clear up my mind.
Sure.
Trium, nothing untowards is happening during your night. This is, as a matter of fact, an area we have been before. We're going to canonically say that this map is the same map where we rescued the two people from the giant spiders. There's no longer a corpse of a giant spider there, desiccated or not, and indeed there are no longer webs or anything to even show that the existence of the giant spiders once existed here.
It's almost like the spider eater did its job.
Yeah, thank you,
Yeah.
Spider Eater.
Exactly. Pretty sure we killed that, though.
Yeah, well, a minor thing.
However, the corpse of, said Spider Eater is no longer here either.
Oh, okay.
So, second watch, if you please. Oh my god.
I'd like to request that Flechette was awake during my time. Well, I'd ask her. Let me ask. If I asked Flechette if she wanted to watch with me, would she say yes or no?
She'd say yes. It's part
Alright,
of her
here you go.
doing her.
Okay. Man, even when Flechette was a nat 1, it's a 10 overall.
So give me 1 second. Both Heliconia and Flechette see, but neither of you hear that there is a single goblin approaching from the south.
Single goblin. And I see
Oops,
him?
accidentally.
Is he got like a torch? Does he have like a torch or something, or is he in the dark?
He's in the dark. However, as you get close. Oh my gosh, I keep.
Well, I'm not moving closer to it. Is
Excuse
he
me.
moving
As
closer to me?
he
you mean?
gets close, then.
Okay. Well, I mean, hold up. I wouldn't just sit there and wait for him.
This
to
is
get,
kind of
like,
where you
close,
see him.
or-
You don't have lights
Okay,
up or
fair.
anything like that.
Fair.
I presume you have a campfire up, but this is where he begins coming into the light.
Okay. I'm gonna stand up and I'm gonna tell him to freeze.
He does so.
I mean, Cinder's got to be at least somewhat aware, so I'm gonna yell Cinder to get up.
I
Cinder
want you to handle it.
Fine. All right. Well then,
I'm going
Cinder's
to
gonna be
I'm
obstinate.
like fake sleeping.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure like he's in my smelling range.
Sure. But I see Cinder not waking up, so then I go on to what I was gonna do, and I ask the goblin why he's here. Hey, get back here! Don't you move! I told you to stand there.
He didn't move.
Did he just not move? It was like right here.
He moved back a while ago.
Oh my
Are
god!
you just like that far back in the past?
Maybe. But okay, he's out there. I'm here. Cinder's there. He froze.
He froze.
I'm gonna ask him why he's here. Like, what do you want?
What does
We have
a goblin want?
we have an alliance, I thought.
Yeah, Vargas, guys.
What?
The demon.
Oh
The
yeah,
demon.
right. It's Vargas.
Wait, I thought like you. Why would this lone goblin approach a heavily armed group like this?
I don't know. I don't remember the goblins. I didn't remember they were goblins.
Did you wake Trium up, or is he still sleeping?
I mean, if he said that, and I guess at this point I would realize that I guess he's talking about that, I'd wake up the other guys. But I'd still keep an eye on the goblin.
He doesn't move any closer.
Sure. Alright, we're all awake now, I assume. Unless Cinder wants to keep pretending to be asleep.
I'm closer.
I look at the goblin and be like, it's you. It's been a while. What have you folks been up to?
Is this the one we threw out the window?
No,
That one's
they won't throw the windows there.
This is Bob.
We didn't throw him out the window. He fell.
He slipped.
Remember?
Yeah, he fell. He fell and
Slipped and
slipped.
fell.
What was this one called? Bob, Tim, Jim?
Do not recognize this one.
I'm gonna
Well, I
say, but,
recognize the smell.
He
What
smells
does,
like goblin. A
what
smell
does
you
Vargas,
recognize.
where's Vargas?
Huh? Skyen? He's down to the south. He said he took care of your problem for you. He wants to talk.
What was our problem?
Mortal.
The humans, the bandits.
Ah,
What bandits?
we know. Oh my god.
Huh?
Do you have this measure of a short-term memory like Ingrid, or is it out the garage?
What? I don't remember what on earth we signed with this Vargas. Like, did we?
How
what
far
did
is your master?
Well, from here he's about a day's away.
we- A day. Ugh.
Okay. Well, I
How
guess.
Tomorrow in the
How
morning.
long have you been tailing us?
A bit. It's clear he's trying to
Why-
dodge
why-
the question.
Why didn't you approach first, earlier, before?
Because one goblin, sort of sneaking up on you doesn't seem like a great idea.
But you
Better
just
to
did
try to
sneak up
talk
on
to
me.
one of you when only one of you's awake.
You're gonna blast your ass into the past.
But like, do you see the difference between a lone goblin sneaking through the night to a campsite and a lone goblin not being able to sneak because it's broad daylight and approaching peacefully?
He shrugs.
This is why I like kobolds.
Okay, but we can travel in the morning.
Yeah.
You join us. Come, eat.
Offers iron bar.
Yeah?
Rite of passage.
Well, he
Yeah,
would come,
come.
and if you offered him food, he would eat. Quite quite gluttonously.
I still have shit ton of rations. I cannot eat them, but I have them.
Right?
I mean, I could eat your rations.
No,
I
no,
think
they're
I
mine.
gave it. Do you like chainmail? Do you like health plate or iron?
I like chainmail. You have some for me? My sized?
Like I pull out my old chain vest and I'm going to rip it from health to make it look like a small size.
Sure. He does his best, and he sort of puts it on.
And I eat the rest of it for my today's meal.
How are you doing that?
I am a mighty being. Do not question the dragon.
Yeah.
No, it's just I'm cursed.
No, he's really mighty. We're all cursed and we all eat metal. Did you know? And I pull out a small sort of coin thing and I pretend to eat it, but I use sleight of hand to make it disappear.
Okay, well,
Yeah, okay.
give me a bluff and a sleight of hand check.
Yeah.
You better raise this. Come on.
To be fair, if I was still in my gym eating phase, I could have eaten a gym.
So
Get rid
it's
of
a
this.
neutral for the bluff check. Whoops, I still did GM. You're all 5 either ways. And for the sleight of hand, it's +2. Susan, whoa. Why?
Do not question.
I gave him a thumbs up. I mean, like. But yes, we will return to sleep then, and we will continue in the morning.
Oh, right.
Yes, perhaps we shall tell you the tale of the mighty necromancer that we bested and bestowed this curse upon us in the morning.
All right, roll me a bluff check. Here, I'll
Wait,
roll mine.
You can eat metal too?
Yeah, you know, necromancers.
Here, eat this.
Why they keep rolling like crap?
Okay, can you please eat this iron bar that I prep? Like, I was feeling so lonely. I'm so happy.
No, thank you, but I'm not hungry anymore. I'm good.
No, I know the hunger. It never subsides. It never ends. If you can eat, you
Wow,
will.
really? You got really unlucky with your curse.
Now
Mine
you
did.
were there lying to me. Now.
Of course not. I'm the truthful.
Eat it. Eat it.
Do it.
Yeah, let's go to sleep. I mean, I'm not gonna go to sleep, but I would like this guy to think that I'm going to sleep.
The goblin or trio?
The goblin. I mean, for all you guys know, I've been sleeping every day, all day.
The goblin.
Are you purposely hiding from us?
Like, it's not that like I'm hiding from it. It's just never occurred to me. I still going off at night.
Sure, but what does the goblin say?
The goblin doesn't really say anything. Like, we say we're going to sleep. It appears as if he's been following you for some time, because he is quite tired and he goes to sleep. You know, he's like, okay, now
Sure.
there's enough of us here. Things are relatively safe. I'm passing out, even though it's, nighttime.
I do continue my watch, and I make sure to keep an eye on him.
Okay.
But not, like, exclusively, so.
Okay. Nithrin.
Yeah,
Your watch.
my watch. Yeah.
Would you like me to help you
May I
put your
amaze
armor
you
on?
with my listen and spot checks? Oh, the listen is good, but the spot checks not so
I'm
much.
amazed by your spot and listen checks.
Yeah.
20 on listen. 1 second.
Okay. See, maybe I did amaze you.
Yeah.
Ooh. Yeah. You would hear that there are several others, likely, something small and, goblin-sized, out there, just sort of watching you from where you are. You cannot see them, but you can certainly hear them.
Okay. Is he the goblin that arrived with us, like, still awake?
No, he's
No, I think
asleep.
he's
He's knocked out.
Oh, okay. So, are they just like staying around? Are they doing anything, or what are they doing?
They're mostly staying around.
You know what? I'm gonna look towards the sound. Okay, Grim?
Again, it's not just a little bit of sound, but I don't want to say it's a fair amount of sound because, I mean, he did roll, or they did roll 20s on there, but you also rolled 20s. But you can tell that you're more or less surrounded by people doing a decent job of staying silent, but not a perfect job of staying silent.
I'm gonna, with my magical attunement, just stand up, be like a stretch, and then nod towards Cinder and be like, kind of like give him like a kick with my foot, and be like, we're surrounded.
Did you make a snore sound there, or is that something else picking up?
No,
Okay.
Okay. I'll be like, yeah, there seems to be a lot more goblins around there than only him.
Yeah. I'll get up. I assume they're outside of the smell range.
I can hear them. I can potentially cast some light upon the area they're in, so we can distinguish them.
Let's not like be hasty about it. And I go slightly nudge this fella.
He would wake up rather quickly and sort of grab around for his weapon, almost as if being woken up in the middle of sleeping is always a cause for panic.
Shh, now. Why don't you tell your friends to come over here so they can also like share the warmth of the fireplace and get something to eat?
What
Otherwise,
friends?
I'm gonna start feeling like you have been hiding things from us.
I will say the other goblins nearby. The creatures.
Other goblins and creatures? How odd! That is a strange thing. Hey! He sort of cups his hands together. If there are other goblins and creatures here, you should show yourself!
She's screaming.
He's saying it rather loudly, yeah. So, I mean, it's
So
probably
I-
enough to wake everybody up if you were asleep.
Yeah. Jim's gonna grab his weapons.
Is anybody showing themselves, Graham?
Hold on just a moment. Somebody roll me a
How much of the
d20.
general-
Just a straight d20.
Sure.
Money.
Roll
20
20.
goblins.
18 goblins.
6.
Oh, I thought that was the D20, but that was grim. I saw like the last 18. I thought like, oh, there will be 18 goblins.
You guys can see that?
Yeah, you did not gem roll that one.
You
It
didn't
says
gem
it's-
roll the 7 and 18.
Oh, yes. Never mind.
Oh, you had a separate 18 on the gem roll.
Oh, okay. You had a separate hard check. I see.
I just hit an 18. That was a different thing, but that's why it comes up. But sure enough, you know, a couple of goblins do sort of approach. Oh my god.
I look at them and I say, and why were you hiding?
I'm gonna aim at one of them with my crossbow. The one that looks the leaderest.
None of them look particularly leadery. You know what I mean? They're all sort of dressed the same. They all sort of have the same equipment and all that.
Okay, then I aim at this one.
Okay. He says, "Hey, put it down!" And, you know, darts behind a tree.
Okay, well then I yell back, "What are you sneaking about for?"
What do you mean? And again, it's sort of this one responding to you. We
You
were
have
told
run
you.
the-
We were told. We were told you to bring you to Skine.
You... Okay, I sort of lower my crossbow, but I keep it at the ready.
He's still
And-
firmly behind the tree. He's sort of peeking out his head at this point.
Approach then, let us talk in the light.
The light kind of hurts our eyes. Can't we just... From here, we're still in the light, but we're not, like, super in the light?
That's why we are allies. We should.
Well, generally you
Break
don't
bread
point
and
crossbows at allies.
Generally, you don't hide from your allies in the darkness either.
We were just keeping you safe. Making sure nothing happened to you.
Rolling a sense motive on that.
Do you
Look-
imply that I need protection from you? Did I get that correctly? Are you?
They were
would
just
you-
checking
I'm
our
going
lock.
to give you a chance to retract your statement. It's a one-time offer.
What? Who wants to get stung by things? We're keeping you safe from, like, bugs and stuff.
So you're
Have I been
testing.
stung over the night, Grim, by like a bee or something?
You did not get stung in the night by a bee.
Okay, well, you know what? Checks out.
Nithrin, I mean...
Yeah,
you
yeah.
know.
Lying or
What
don't
can I
lie?
tell you? I mean...
It was an ambush?
if they wanted to ambush you, they probably would have ambushed you.
I guess.
Why send this many? And why hide that you have this many?
Well, I mean, I don't know. We were told to hide
Bye.
by Skyn.
Who's Skyn again?
Skyn is the Barghest.
Yeah, I know. But
Oh, I'm
just
sorry.
trying
I'm
to-
sorry. Skyn's our leader. You don't remember him?
To be fair, we never got his name.
You did.
You did it.
Oh, I did.
I'm pretty sure you did.
I do remember. I'm just trying to see if you. Never mind. But do please come over. I think it's better that you do. Unless you want the light to come over towards you.
You can make
We
that happen.
pick the campfire up and we go to the goblin.
I can just cast a spell in that.
Well,
Sense.
you guys got any more of that food?
Yeah.
Yeah, go for
Yeah,
it.
yeah. Share it on up.
I'll need your names. I need to be properly addressing you. I do value and respect you.
Yeah.
So.
No problem. Hold on while I write these names down.
Jim, Terry.
Oh, poor Grim.
I'm
Harry,
Gorse.
Derry, Mary, and
My
Larry.
name is Score. No.
How about you start working for us?
No.
We can have a kobold army and a goblin.
I'm Alvin.
Oh, you guys have really like nice looking names. That's not what I would expect it. Shame on me, I guess, for assuming.
I can't assume too much.
I mean, they do act like stereotypical goblins.
I'm Core.
Sneak
Core
around.
Blimey.
Oh, core means cinder in Turkish.
Does it? That's interesting.
Like, it's with a K instead of a C, but same pronunciation.
Why is that guy's name Corn?
It's Core. It's not
Core, not.
I'm Tapper.
You tap things?
It's just a name. It's not a descriptor.
A pair. We have what, 7 of them? Can we like megazord these goblins into like one amalgamation of a, I don't know, like a goblin golem?
They call me last.
Okay, well,
And you're Bob.
And I'm Broomdom. Thanks for asking.
No, you are Bob.
Well, no, I already have a name.
He is Bob, right, guys?
kinda looks like a bow to me.
Intimidation roll. Do it.
I'm going to use my breath weapon for the first time and breathe up to the air. He looks like a Bob, isn't he?
Do you do that?
Sure when it does.
Yeah, it's like a cone of 15 feet. It's not particularly strong, but I can breathe fire.
Yeah, no. I'm just asking if you're, actually doing that.
Yeah.
Because
Are
when you
actually
do that,
bullying the poor
they
guy?
bolt.
He looks like a Bob, right?
I give like a laugh. Seeing them around, and I head back to sleep and saying, "It's your watch now, Cinder."
Oh, these guys can't take a joke, huh?
Really can.
Just wanted to intimidate them. I didn't expect it to work. It never worked before.
Oh, they're goblins. That's fine. Yeah.
Also, I'm going to give a smug look to Flechette, because I know that she cannot do that.
Okay.
Don't be a mean super chat.
So, like, I mean, I like you, but you gotta know your place.
So Cinder, spot listen.
No, spot on.
Yep.
Yeah, those are my strong suits, strong points. Here's listen for. Oh, okay. For a spot. Ooh, nice.
You neither hear nor see anything in the wilderness, as it were.
And play. I'm not gonna hurt you.
It is the next
Make-
morning. The goblins
Nice.
do not return.
These guys are stupid.
Wait, did all of them run?
Mm-hmm.
Well, to Lothan we go.
No, we go
yeah, that's,
talk to the fellow, the
I will
fellow.
use.
We have time to go to Lothan.
We don't know where they go anymore.
Yes, we do. I'm
Yeah,
doing
there's-
tracking.
Wait, all the goblins left?
Oh,
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Okay,
Oh,
well,
boy.
skills, survival. Let's see if I can track some spots. I mean, they burst, so I don't think they were like hiding their steps, you know. So hopefully, without a shitty roll, I mean, it's a 10.
Sure. I mean, you can spot, what is it, 7 tracks that go about 120 feet. But past that, you can't follow.
To Lothan.
Why is that?
Yeah.
Because apparently at that point they did stop running and did start hiding properly.
Hmm. Okay, but
Okay, well, I guess we're going to Lothan then.
I mean,
One
Can
time I
push it.
tried to intimidate and it backfires.
Or rather, it worked.
Like it working backfires.
Look, I mean, if they
Like,
were
it always backfires, but it
cowardice.
usually backfires because it didn't work.
That's true.
Look,
Oh well. Losing this.
well, that's what it is. Look, they were too
I mean,
cowardice.
go south and find them like a gathering of that big.
Like, I'm
I
not
mean-
interested, so I'm fine going to Lothan.
I mean, those bandits had these cool ass swords. Just saying.
I think we should go try and meet them. You know, we're a deal.
Well, they don't want to meet us. They ran away.
But I mean, we can. I mean, can you take a 20 on tracking, Grim?
I mean, there's a limit on your survival check without the track feet, anyways. Even if you take 20,
Yeah.
Yeah. Sure.
which is 10.
No, hold on.
So are we continuing on to Lothan, or are we...
I believe so. Unless someone, my vote's Lothan. We can just take a
Okay.
vote. I say Lothan. Like, I'm not gonna be offended if we go track them, but my vote's Lothan.
I mean, I go last on these things.
I guess I'm the only vote.
Yeah, I mean, if there's
so-
one vote, then...
We're waiting for others.
Yeah, I mean, who cares? Let's. If we can't, we're not gonna be able to track them. So maybe they'll contact us again.
Yeah, they know where we are.
Okay. So we continue on to Lothan.
Rutorn.
Presume we don't go through tour.
I don't know why you never take me serious on these things.
I don't want going through Torn.
Huh?
Why?
Let's go through Torn.
All right, we drop off Heliconia at the gates of Torn. We wish her best of the lucks, and we go around.
I mean, if we want to go through Torn, I'd be fine, like, dropping by and seeing what's up.
I don't think
but-
we
We're
are.
right here at tour. We're at the noon road and we're staring in.
All right, well then, I guess we're not going to Torn.
As the abyss stares back.
Yeah, I mean, like, maybe like.
Wait, would they think me of like one of their kind now? Like I'm acidic and stuff.
Maybe.
I'm a non-living acidic creatures like most oozes are.
Maybe we can like bribe.
Like, do I feel like
Okay.
I'm part of like a hive mind? Do I have that connection now to the mother?
Go touch the goo. Go touch it.
No,
Like-
I'm not gonna go touch it. I mean,
But I mean, like, it's at the gate. Like, you don't even need to walk in the city very far to touch it.
is the I think like when we were leaving, the ooze was receding back to the center. Is it by the city gates?
Well, no, it still has like a thin covering on
Right,
everything.
we don't
Remember?
see like the ooze or something, but we do see the secretions that we saw before. The buildup of the tar substance on the buildings and stuff, even on the inside.
I'll
Well,
touch it.
Yes.
Do I feel the connection to the
Does he
main?
feel the connection, Grim?
You do not feel,
Aw.
any kind of connection.
How does it taste?
You feel, yep, this is acid.
So it tastes okay.
You do not eat acid. I don't believe it gives you immunity to acid.
Well, no, it does. I'm immune to acid.
Does it?
Although-
yeah.
Otherwise, he would just immediately die from his own
That's
blood.
different. I mean,
Grim,
you're immune to this specific, thing, but you're not. Okay, you're also immune to all forms of acid. Yeah, can remember. I mean, it doesn't
fine.
taste good. Still,
Alright. No, I was just like, if there's something specific about it, I was testing. If it's just acid.
and now you're
just-
fatigued. No,
It's not
I'm
food.
not
Acid
making
is
you
not food.
fatigued.
If it's food, I'm going to start shoving it in people's mouth, and no one's get to say anything because it's food. Yeah, I don't feel anything, guys. I'm not. I guess I'm not invited to the party. Let's go around it.
Alright, let's go around it.
Yeah.
Either way, we head around
Yeah, well, no, great idea. I'm glad we wasted a bunch of time.
Torn, and
With that.
we head to Lothan.
To be fair, Lord Kine was interested in anything that we might learn about this thing, right? So
I actually don't know who it was.
Yeah, he was like intrigued about our trip to Kind or something like that.
he thanked us for like
Yeah.
bringing the information about the oozes and the semi-sentience that they possessed.
Yeah.
I think he's huge into like granted sentience. Like we have seen it with the staff and the oozes. I think he has interest in like things that should not be sentient but sentient regardless.
Oh my gosh, thank you for reminding me, Cinder.
Oh my god,
I thought
talk to the
earlier-
fucking
I thought of it
David.
earlier, but then I forgot because we took the 5-minute break right as.
This is the
Well,
thing
funnily
that
enough,
we
I'm
have
gonna use the
left
restroom
under
real
now.
quick, so I'll be back in
Oh
4 seconds.
no!
He gave up 100k gold for this.
for this.
Never forget.
Like I knew I should have kept my mouth closed. Like Trium should like steal that staff and just like the goblins got it through the night. And just go like
Yeah.
like
Disappeared.
it's not like you are like holding it at your sleep or something. You literally forget about it for 3 weeks.
I just always forget to say that I'm gonna talk to it. Don't forget I exist, or it exists.
No, you kinda do. You kinda do forget that it exists.
Alright,
I'm out of character, but not in character. Grim, I talked to the staff.
So, are we sort of traveling, and you're going to pull out the staff and begin to
We're at Torn.
communicate? Or are you,
We're at Torn.
again, sort of at Torn? We're sort of standing at the gates, and you pull out the staff,
Yeah.
and
Sure.
Let's not
I
do
mean,
that, please.
What? Why not at Torn?
Do you know it's a magical place full of evil undead? Or let's maybe not pull up the
excuse me,
staff
not
of.
Torn, Lothan. I misspoke.
Oh,
I
okay.
misspoke.
Yeah, already at Lothan.
I mean, I would do it right now at the gates of Toria.
It does not.
I hope it doesn't answer it.
What do you do?
Am I taught? Like, well, alright, I'm gonna pull out.
Uh-huh.
And I'm going to close my eyes. And I'm going to try to telepathically speak to it.
Okay, and what do you say?
I'm gonna ask if it's awake.
I'm sorry.
No answer,
I
it's
was
not
looking
awake.
for my handout of it, but again, too many handouts. I have no idea.
The
where
weird,
it
like,
is. Are we
latex
at the
staff.
pyramid? No, maybe the den. Yes.
The latex staff.
So, and again, I'm not going to pull her into the other channel for this one because, man, I realize how boring that might be for everybody else. But obviously, this is sort of just a conversation between her and the staff at the moment. You ask, "Are you awake?" And you get in a very sort of whiny and sort of petulant voice, "Yeah, I'm awake."
I'm gonna ask, what's with the whiny and petulant voice?
Well, how come you don't ever use me? There's been plenty of opportunity.
Don't you only have a limited power pool?
What?
I mean, I'm pretty sure if I shoot you, you're gonna run out of energy. Is that not going to, at the very least, kill you?
I don't think I can die.
Would you like to test that theory?
Like,
Not to imply that I'm
so
gonna
are you
try to
trying
kill you,
to
but-
kill me?
No, but you just said that you wanted me to use you. But I said that might, like, be detrimental to your health, and you just said...
I don't know if I have a health.
It's a good... I don't know either. Wait a minute.
How come you don't ever use me? You're always, like, using these, like... These
hands?
bolts of, like, fire and force and whatnot, and you're never just using. You don't even hold me.
I would hold the staff in most
Do
cases.
you?
I don't think I specified that.
Oh,
Yeah,
I don't
would always
believe you
feel
ever
like I would hold it.
specified that.
Oh, I always just figured that it was big enough that it was always just something I could hold.
Wait, how can you hold something that you forgot the existence of?
Yeah, exactly.
Because,
Because out of
you know,
character.
it shows it so much that she just forgets it's there.
Yeah.
It's just not fair that you're doing all these other things, but you're never using me. Let's
well,
turn
you know what?
something into something else, or
Okay.
or disintegrate something. Let's disintegrate somebody.
You have my promise that the next enemy we see, I will use
No,
you.
we don't got time to wait that long. Just anybody. That guy'll do. And you can tell that he's sort of, you know, talking about one of the
Talking about-
guards.
Oh, are we at Tor?
Yeah,
Or no, at Lothan?
Yes, like we're literally outside at the gates.
Oh, I see. I thought we
Yeah,
saw
our
Tor.
friend Guard Johnson or whatever. No, wait,
Well,
we're not.
look,
Is this a mental
This is a
conversation?
mental conversation.
Yes.
It's not like a free for all like with Flechette happens.
Yeah, I definitely can't do that. Because...
I mean, you can. We can
Okay,
together.
Okay.
I could show you.
Okay,
It's
we could.
super easy.
No, don't do it. That's the bad idea. Because if we disintegrate that guy, we won't be allowed
Then
to
we'll just have to
anyone
disintegrate
else.
the next guy too.
No, that's not how it works.
That
You can't
is how
disintegrate
it
everybody.
works.
There's a limit on the disintegration you can do in one day.
No.
Yeah.
Such a great investment, don't you guys agree?
I love this staff.
Look, we will disintegrate when we are not in the middle of a town. We shall disintegrate something.
Why don't you want to disintegrate him? Do you like him or something?
No, I don't even know who he is.
So why not disintegrate him?
Because it is quite frowned upon to disintegrate people at random. You're supposed to identify if somebody is a threat, and if they're a threat, you're allowed to
Oh,
disintegrate.
but why? That's stupid.
Because that's the way the world works.
Oh,
That's what we're doing.
What if we
If we
change
find
the way
someone-
the world works? We
Okay,
could start
unless
by
you just don't do
disintegrating
that.
that guy.
We can't, because consider this: if we're just allowed to disintegrate anyone at random, anyone could just disintegrate us or you.
I'd like to
Can't
see
do
him
that.
try.
I mean, some people would.
I don't believe you.
So, no, we're not disintegrating this person. We'll disintegrate the next bad person we see,
Why do you know he's not a bad person?
because we have to engage with them first.
Engage with him. Go talk. Ask him what he does in
Talk
his
to him.
free time. If it's kicking puppies, let's disintegrate him.
If that man kicks puppies in his free time, we will disintegrate him.
No.
So with that, I will end. I won't just sort of like slam the phone down, but I'll sort of like, as much as you can, do a departing from the mind of another telepath. Like, all right, our conversation has concluded, type deal. I do that. I'm back in the real world. I'm gonna tell everyone we should go talk to that guard over there, Gary. And I'm gonna say that's his name. I'm gonna say Gary. I'm gonna point to that guy over there
Why?
because the staff wants to.
Why does the staff want to?
It's just what he does, and we're gonna go talk to him. And I'm gonna walk up to Gary.
Yeah, let's go walk into the town. Let's go see how our old friends are.
You guys can go on without me if you want, but I'm gonna start talking to Gary.
Uh,
Why are we following the whims of a staff again?
And I don't like it.
Whenever I get to Gary, unless someone stops me, talking to Gary.
What do you say?
Um,
How, Gary,
mean,
do you like it?
well, I'm gonna like. I'm gonna call up to the. I'm gonna like whenever I get to the guard. Is he what is this guy? Is he just like one of the guards? Is he like checking people in?
He appears to be
Is
one
he
of the
just
guards.
standing there?
Again, sort of the last time we came into Lothan proper, we were sort of checked in. You know, we were given a once over. We were not exactly patted down, but you know, pretty close. Sort of, you know, hey, don't cause trouble, blah 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 blah. If you do, you know. Handle it discreetly and whatnot, giving directions to an inn, that kind of thing.
Yeah.
It should
So
be
he's
noted
just
that even
standing
though I
there.
have like one guard here, I mean, there's probably
There's a couple.
you know, and not
Yeah.
not a small amount either. There's probably 10, 15 people at the very least on this gate.
Right. I'm gonna ask him. I'm gonna like hail him.
Hello. Just
You're Gary, aren't you?
no. What?
What's your name then?
It's Jared.
Jared. I mean, pretty close. What do you do in your free time, Jared, around this town?
Excuse me?
I need suggestions on what to do around town. So what do you do in your free time?
Well, there's all sorts of things. What sort of entertainment are you looking for? Like a show or a place to drink or...
What would you recommend? Your favorite pastime in the city?
Well, I, like many of the others, often enjoy watching the executions.
Are there any executions actually planned?
I don't believe for tonight, no. I mean, it is rather
When's
late.
the next execution?
Likely sometime tomorrow?
Perfect. Alright, I'm gonna thank Jerry for his time.
It's not Jerry.
And with that, I'll head back to the group. I'm gonna say there's an execution tomorrow. We can go watch it.
Or
So say that last little bit again.
We're gonna go watch the execution.
You say that to who?
To the party.
Okay.
Why?
do we really want to be seen in public?
Because
Remember the people that don't want us here.
I mean, we're walking in the front gate. It's not like we're going through a secret entrance into the city.
Yeah, but we might just, pop in, do our stuff, and leave.
Yeah.
We don't want to stay any longer than necessary.
Well, what's on our to-do list here?
It's a good question.
Go to the library and
Okay.
get information on the portal.
Okay.
Check in with the masked merchants, see what's up.
Okay.
Figure out who the
Shop.
bomber of the town is.
Shop. All right.
I mean, you have
Something about a
the
tavern.
swords and stuff that we should be selling.
Okay. So we have 5 things to do, which means we definitely at some point have time to drop by the execution.
The more things that we have is less time we have to drop at execution. Even I don't know why you would want to watch an execution. It's a morbid thing.
We watched the execution last time we were here, for one.
Can't remember anything.
It didn't make it less morbid that we have watched it. Yeah.
We're going. Well, regardless, we'll certainly have time. Well, you guys won't even need to stop by. You can. I'll stop by myself. But-
Why?
Because I need to see the person getting executed.
Huh?
I have to.
Why?
Because I need to see if he's a bad person and why he's a bad person.
They don't show out at the execution. You go to the courthouse then, if they have
They
one.
usually tell you why someone's being executed out of execution.
Like the conclusion had already been reached. You don't know if it's true or not.
Well, sure. I
You
mean, I
weren't
don't care.
there
If
wh-
it's actually
You weren't there when they made the execution. On what grounds that they have found them guilty?
I mean, I'm not there to judge the man with a court. I'm just there to.
You said that you need to know if they are guilty or not.
Yeah, by court order. Just simply why they're being executed.
But why? Is this important? Why is this important enough to risk pissing off the Verdant Sky Company?
We're already going to be shopping around the Merchants District and heading to the Merchants Guild and going to the library. If we're going to get spotted, it's certainly going to be at some point during there, not just because we went to an execution.
There is merit to us doing all those things. What is the merit? Where does the need come from? What does it
Personal.
add to you?
My personal need.
Well, you have very strange things. I'm not going to shame you on that, but if that's how you get off, yeah, I mean,
Did you say very strange kinks?
yeah. I can't imagine why.
Thank you for understanding.
You're not kink shaming anyone here, but that's fucking weird.
Oh, good.
At least somebody understands me.
Jeez.
I mean, you do realize you're not. You said that your staff makes you do things to go speak with
It doesn't
that.
make me do anything. I do it voluntarily.
You said you need to.
I want to, then.
That doesn't make it better.
Look, you guys
Like-
can do
Look,
your
we'll
thing.
just do the things
I
that
have
we
my
need to
own
do, and
checklist to
if it's convenient, then we'll go and.
Thank you, Trim the Truthful. You speak the honest truth as always.
Yes, indeed. I am speaking the truth, and if it is convenient, we will certainly go. I swear on my honor.
A man I can trust.
Truly. I mean, what's the hour that we are arriving in this town?
It is late.
Is library
Mhm.
is it library hours?
No, it would not be library hours, but like any stretch
Is
of
it
the
like
imagination.
mass merchants hours? I mean, we have been in mass merchants at like
Yes.
12 o'clock.
I mean, you know, they're basically a guild house. They're open, you know, at all times, basically.
they probably have like a bar or something.
We could buy a spider.
No, we're not
No.
buying a spider either.
We actually can't buy a spider. We're not buying a goddamn spider.
What are those spiders made of? Metal, right?
Spiders?
No, they're made of spider.
Yeah.
For some reason, I was
material.
keep thinking like an iron defender thing, like a
No,
construct
no, they were
spider.
living creatures.
I will eat them regardless if we get them. I'm just saying. Even if it fatigues me, I don't care. I don't like spiders. I'm not gonna. Yeah. Well, let's go. Maybe we find Kaylee or something. Maybe we can get our initiation or whatever, like, pulled up earlier.
True. D&D question. Can you make like a scroll of resurrection?
Yes, if you can cast resurrection and if you have scribe scroll.
Oh, you need scroll. You need to be able to actually cast it to be able to read the scroll.
No.
No, not read the scroll. I thought you meant
I
like
thought you said
making the scroll.
create, yeah.
No, like using it. Like could
Use it?
Kylie
For
make
a
us one
scroll?
theoretically?
For a scroll, it needs to be on your character's like spellcasting list. So like if you have resurrection on it, for example, Nitron can cast it, but if it's high level, you need to make a check for it. If
Okay.
it does not belong to your class at all, you can try a
Use magic device.
use magic device check. But for scrolls, especially a spell like resurrection, that's a really high DC.
I see.
Unless you have it trained, which you won't unless you're a rogue.
Yeah, but like you are still looking at like 30 or something.
Yeah,
for-
I
for,
can't
like,
do it at this level.
Like it's 20 plus whatever the caster level of the scroll is. But you're gonna resurrect the one that's gonna get executed yet tomorrow?
No, I mean I was thinking.
So he can be executed again? Like, is this part of your cake?
No,
This is part of your
because
sick fun.
Like, there's a line, and like, you just crossed it.
look, I was
Leave the
saying,
dead alone.
in case one of us falls, and you know we're not next to Loathen.
You normally have a few days to get somebody resurrected.
It's just an idea. That's all I was saying.
It's a very expensive idea. That's the issue.
Would we like to? Here's the question: would we like to go back to the tavern that we got kicked out of, or
You didn't get kicked
actually
out of it.
hold out? Didn't we pay for like a month or something with that place?
Dude,
What,
But I think-
it's not expired yet, is it?
No.
I don't believe so.
So
But I-
couldn't we just go back there and get our rooms?
Yeah.
Unless we
I
wanted to
mean-
go to a different inn to like cover our tracks, so to speak. But
I think it's better to show them that like
We're not.
We don't
we are
scare
not
them.
afraid of them. But it might be a good idea to go see the mass merchants, so like we can confirm we have allies in this place, and whoever is watching can confirm that we have allies in this place.
Yeah, that's not a bad idea at all. Let's go to the Merchants Guild place.
Yeah, have a drink, find Kaylee, find other people, have a chat. I don't know.
Hear what's going on.
Whatever you do, Heliconia.
Yeah, do your
Like,
king thing.
right. So we head to the Max Merchant Guide first.
All right. One moment, please.
I will change into my nice outfit though.
You know what? I have my mask that I bought that I never got a picture of, but I can totally put that on while we're in the city. Maybe it will like slightly
think-
disguise me.
You are made of plants.
Yeah, but
Mask,
like,
like
it
you
doesn't
more
make me
coverage
any
than that.
less conspicuous. I'm still wearing clothes. Thank you very
Like-
much.
Do note that we are on the probation period for a thing that we want to get in, and their thing is masks.
So,
So one of the
Might-
things, and you would have known because obviously you were here before, is that people who are not member of the guild also wear masks. It is also simply a fashion
fashion
choice,
statement.
Excuse me. Yeah.
Say like they might take offense that like you are not part of us yet, like.
but
it
aren't
No,
we
everyone
technically?
does.
Yeah,
But like they are
everyone does.
not in negotiations to join them. They are just doing it for fashion. But this might look like us
Right back.
trying to pose like them because we are associated. Just say.
I'm pretty sure I'm allowed to wear the mask because I bought the mask.
Yeah,
So
we're
I
allowed
don't
to
think
wear
there's
the
any. I don't think there's any insult for wearing the mask. Maybe they'll compliment it because doesn't everyone at the guild wear masks anyways? You know.
I think you guys also like turn Nitrin and Trim. You guys also should be making them your masks. Like you guys are a little bit late to the party.
Yeah. Cinder's got his super fancy mask.
The
Took,
five dragon head.
Man, I cannot
Put on
find my things right now, and I'm not even going to worry about it with as much time as we have left. Where are we?
Yeah. Merchant Guild house
go.
thingy. Are we like ambushed or something? along the way
You
by,
are not
like,
ambushed or something along the way.
I mean, like Verdant
Uh.
Clubs are after us.
Could.
Oh, we should probably speak. I don't think that it would be a problem, but we should probably tell them like it's part of being like aristocracy has any like conflict of interest with the guild. Like out of common courtesy, we should tell them probably.
That's true.
Hello, we are aristocrats. That's how we enter.
So you open the
Hello.
door and you bellow to everyone, "Hello, we are aristocrats."
Oh,
Oh,
exactly.
Oh well,
But,
cat's out of the bag.
If only.
And the two people who appear to be here, one of whom we've met before, which is Gareth, which, again, if we need a refresher, he's the person we told about the oozes and whatnot in the city. And someone else who we do not recognize turned to you from their conversation. Congratulations!
One.
Does he recognize us?
I mean, probably. It's only been, a week or two at most. At most, I believe.
I guess.
I guess it has been a little bit longer. It's probably 2 or 3.
I don't know if, he probably sees a lot of people, so I don't know how.
That's true, but,
Like,
you
I
know.
I mean, he probably heard of us by his guildmates. We are prospects.
you have spoken with this person before.
Yeah,
Exactly.
but again,
yeah.
I don't know. Maybe he talks to a lot of people.
Oh,
That's all I'm saying.
I thought the other guy said it.
No.
Oh, Gareth. So thank you. And I tap Nithrin on the shoulder.
Yeah.
Just let it be. You would happen to know if there's verdant skies around town, would you?
If they are around town, almost assuredly. They have been basing out of here as of late.
Bollocks.
Yeah, they have headquarters here or something.
Right. Well, no, we're just passing by thought we'd check here and see if there are any maybe odd jobs as well on the board.
Any idea why Verdant Sky would be interested in tampering with your elections process?
What?
Like
Yeah,
election
not.
for like new applicants, because
I
No, because
that's what's happening.
wouldn't think they would have a stake in it.
Can you imagine who might have? Because
Why
Whoever
don't
hired
you
them-
start sort of at the beginning?
you know, there is the next coming up, like in a little bit, your thing, right? For your new prospects, the initiation or like the acceptance or
Right.
the thing. And we have been approached by these Verdant Sky people, and they had kindly asked us to leave the city just enough that we would miss this said ceremony. Immediately after that, we have been invited to the
Oh
ceremony.
my gosh, I just found it. It took me that long.
Oh, that looks cool. Oh, that's a staff.
Oh,
I bet
nice.
that's a nicer staff.
Not as nice as mine.
Yours does not set the bar too high.
Oof.
Literally wants to disintegrate people.
Just not made of latex.
Well, no, I can't think of a reason why they would want to interfere or meddle. I mean, we're cordial with the Verdant Sky.
But it wouldn't be a problem if we had to protect ourselves, right?
Pardon?
Yeah. Like the question, like, would it be a problem? You said like you were in amiable terms, cordial terms.
Yes.
Like if they attacked us and if we defend ourselves, is it a problem?
Why would they attack you? I'm so incredibly lost here.
I've told you we have been approached by them to kindly leave the city until a certain amount of time, or else. And we are at the point of or else.
I see.
Should be stated, we don't know why they don't like us.
Yeah, I mean, they'll probably just get hired to tell us that, not necessarily because they have a beef with us.
Sure.
I see.
I was just wondering, like, if you had anyone that might come to your head would be staken in, like, tampering with whatever process you are doing.
Not that I can think of, but I don't have a very... I don't have much of a stake in... Excuse me, vetting new members.
Understand?
Do you know who we could ask? Because, quite frankly, at this point, we're stumped. We have no idea why they're after us. We happen to know that they usually handle things for Lord Kind, but we've never angered him or anything of the sort.
Could be,
Hey, he was quite amiable when we speak to him, actually.
True, it was.
Well, I'm not entirely sure who's going to be running. We draw lots for it, you see, to try to keep biases out when it comes to these type of things.
I assume it would be too much to ask to see the candidates list.
I'm afraid
That
so.
those would be, yeah, I imagine. But never hurts to ask. Oh, I hope you're doing fantastic. By the way, the polish on your mask, is that new?
No.
It definitely looks like.
Well, thank you. I try to keep it in good order.
Well, I suppose
shows.
we best,
So while we're sort of having this
Wait.
conversation,
Are there any, like, side jobs, though? Well, go on. Continue first.
Grim?
Good.
someone
Grim?
appears behind you and sort of pushes past you into the house.
Mr. Mysterious Note.
note.
Yeah.
He's probably the one that bombed us.
Oh, hold on.
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
He strategically go through the lane that I was not in because he knew that.
Oh shit! No, I whisper to Cinder. Look at the Is it glowing green?
Yeah.
Yeah, we have been given the description of that guy, right?
Yeah.
He
think so.
basically matches the description of the guy who tried to bomb us.
Could we stop him when he's walking through? If we recognize it?
How do you attempt to stop him?
Use it as stop.
He ignores you.
Where does he go? Like, does he just leave into the building?
Yeah, he went in there.
I'm
Okay.
gonna.
I don't know why I'm
Gareth,
scared.
Gareth, is he a member?
He was wearing a mask. Nobody stopped him or anything like that.
No, I think we asked.
Yeah, but I still ask him. Like,
Oh,
asked him
excuse me.
if
I
he's a
didn't
member.
realize that. I thought that was.
no, I ask Gareth in character.
Well, yes.
And his name is.
His name.
Yeah.
Dun, dun, dun.
I assume guy doesn't have a reason to hide it from
No,
us.
I'm just making it visible.
Dwarf with green battle axe. What's that man's name?
His name is Agru Cup,
Agru Cup.
Agnikai.
which is
Can you type that somewhere?
it's on the handout now.
Agru Cup.
Where is he?
That's
Yeah,
what
I
I
know.
put it as.
The
Close enough.
Merchants Guild goal. I don't see him. Where's the handout?
There we go.
Yeah, but where's the like under what sub menu is the handout?
Necromancers.
I
Near the bottom.
have
So,
no
yeah.
idea where it is for you.
No, it's on the Necromancers.
Okay. Hmm.
I wonder what it could be.
It might be just that whoever is after us just hired multiple mercenary guilds. One for doing the bombing and one for doing the intimidating.
Well, maybe we should leave now.
Yeah, but why?
We have things to do.
At this hour?
I mean,
Yes.
unless you want to keep talking to Gareth. Yes.
I mean, shouldn't we ask about the thing that we should be asking?
Which thing?
Like the thing?
No. I'm gonna make like an explosion with my hands.
Garrett, is Kaylee around?
No, I'm afraid not.
Is she expected to be back soon or in
Within the next couple of
recent-
days, I believe she was out with another group of hopefuls.
I hope they fare better than us and not die.
Yeah.
Maybe they will be given a mission.
Maybe they'll be
So-
told to go into Toria and like clear an entire dungeon of infantry respawning undead that you can't sneak attack.
Well, Callie does specialize in dealing with the undead, so it could be very likely.
Yeah, so is our trim.
Yes, indeed. Very, very specialized. I am a
You would be surprised the amount of holy water that man carries.
renowned user of holy water, indeed.
Indeed.
Holy sprinkle. It's called in the capital.
But it's good that we should probably leave a note for Kaylee in case she
Yeah,
comes
we
back.
would like to get in touch if she's back and we are still around.
Sure, you can
Can we leave it here?
knock something on the board.
I think it's more sensitive. Is it?
No, we just leave the note that we would like to meet with her.
Oh, okay. That makes sense.
Not why we would.
Yeah.
I'll write up a quick note with my patron and put it on the board. And I'll I guess we can move on to a next thing then.
So, where have
is
you
the
lot
end.
been?
Oh, we did this and that.
You know,
we
down
went to
down
Kind. Wait,
down
no, what's it
south.
called?
Holen.
Poland, yeah.
Met
Down
with
south near Holen.
I see.
met with
Inherited
Lord
parts.
Kill.
Is the news true?
What
Of
news?
What the Lord? What news exactly? What have you heard?
As you mentioned that Lord Kine destroyed the city. Created
Oh, he
another
didn't.
torn situation.
not necessarily.
Not exactly. He just created a giant tower in the middle of the city, but it's not covered in slime.
He hasn't
That's
destroyed
weird.
it yet.
And there's no evil presence there currently.
There's no evil there?
Yes, we can
The
guarantee
last
you.
time that we had been there, no.
Yeah.
I see.
Yeah, it wasn't so much targeted destruction as perhaps
Containment.
collateral damage to what he was
Yeah.
doing there.
Due to unknown sources, the place was contaminated with some nasty stuff, and I suppose Lord Kine felt the need of intervening and correcting things.
Yeah, the town is mostly occupied by a giant tower now.
The surroundings of it had been spared, and thankfully, with Lord Kine's magic, the occupants of the inside had been escorted outside to safety before the tower was erect.
And you're sure that it was Kind, right?
I'll consider that we both saw him. Yes.
Yes.
The first time that I've seen him, but the feat of strength that he displayed
There was
suggests that he
also
was.
yes, he was accompanied by golems made of paper and a man called Markham. Said he was the voice of Kind. Lord Kind never spoke himself. If that's his description, that was him.
You guys also felt that he tried to get into your head, Lord Kine.
Oh yeah.
Are you,
Yeah,
you're
for
asking
sure.
us, or-
It was really hard to keep him at bay.
Well, I mean, you have no idea whether you kept him at bay or not.
No, I know. It might not be true, but I know.
I see.
But
Of
yes,
course.
white hair, blue robes, lots of papers all around.
Yeah, that's
Couldn't have been really anyone else.
That's
that was a walking
description.
library.
That's not even all the things we have been being given a plot of 100 square miles is not something that you go through every day.
Oh,
Did you hear when me saying we are aristocrats now when I entered?
yes, well, never mind. Interesting. So
Oh yeah.
you've actually been
Well, that
given
wouldn't-
land.
Yeah, that
Yes.
wouldn't be a problem for our association, correct? You don't have
I
any
don't
problems
see
with
why it would be.
maybe it's conflict of interests.
Well, yes, he gave us a keep and 100 square miles of land.
Interesting.
Swedish miles.
Norwegian miles.
And the Navy.
Scandinavian miles.
Scandinavian, yeah.
I like that it was specified. It's in fact used in Sweden, but not in Denmark.
Yeah, it's
Danes are
Sweden,
not.
Norway, and Finland use it apparently, not Denmark.
Specifically, not Denmark.
Yeah.
So yeah, I hope you have a good day.
Yes, thank you.
Yes, we should probably get around to doing our things and not running into trouble with Verdant Sky, I hope.
Sure, and where will you be if I run into Callie?
I think we have left it on the note, but
The secluded map, yes, is our enough choice.
All right.
It wouldn't be possible to get this initiation process pulled up earlier, right?
I don't know.
What do you mean you don't know?
Why would we do that? I mean, for one.
Well, that's what we're asking. Is it possible?
Oh,
that we
because
could
it's more
have
convenient
our-
for you?
It's not, it's not because it's more convenient, it's because it's less life-threatening.
Yeah.
If that goes as convenient for you, then yeah, I guess
We
so.
have been left messages with explosive runes on them for staying in the town.
I think it said that someone had prepared explosive runes and then it exploded.
Interesting.
It was literally that. Yeah. It's understandable if you cannot do it, but just so that
Of course.
know that we are not asking out of convenience's sake.
So are people trying to kill you often?
No.
really?
No,
Not
like
often.
not necessarily. It's usually me trying to kill people because they like
It's only
it's-
happened like 3
twice.
times.
which is not a lot, but it's weird that it
Interesting.
still happened twice.
Does Callie know that you're such a liar about this?
I mean, considering it happened after we took the mission from Carly, I mean, I don't know. I assume so, yeah.
I see.
Yeah, we thought
We
she
can't
should know at least
Like,
because they
we
might
have
also be going
been-
after her.
We have been hunted by people who can command undead after taking a task for the guild, which involves necromancers.
So we thought she should at least also be let known that they might be after her as
I
well.
see.
You know how like we were gonna do that like run around scheme with the Bargus? Maybe Callie's in it with necromancers, so she just gets people to destroy stuff and they go and like beat us up and get free bodies.
That would have been funny.
Well, again, when I see her next, I'll be sure to tell her where you are.
Thank you, thank you.
They appreciate it.
Of course. Have a good day.
You as
You
well.
too.
And I believe we are
You
going
too.
to go ahead and end the session right there. Yep. You know,
What?
it's
Good place to
3:50. We're at a pretty good place to stop.
No, it's not. It's like 10:48, 49.
It's 9:49 in
Don't
fact.
lie to
Even
me.
10.
I can go.
Ugh.
I can do this all day.
Either way, I think it was a pretty good session. Again, sort of.
Pretty long as well.
Yeah, it was a longer one than normal. It
Well,
wasn't too much longer.
It only
than
felt
normal.
longer.
Oh, we have
Yeah.
2 weeks to
Oh,
recuperate,
and
so we
that's
should
true.
probably.
We did, start an hour later.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah,
So I guess
that's
it's
why we
probably-
should go another extra hour.
That's
Yeah,
why
because
should-
we have 2 sessions that we need to recover, so we should probably do one this Monday.
I think I would be
I
okay
can't
with this
do
Monday.
actually. Yeah, I'd have to do Tuesday for the most part, but I don't know if that's possible. But just for whatever it's worth. I mean, but I think we're just saying that this is joking. But
We can play tomorrow. I'm pretty sure
Actually-
Grim has everything prepared for another session in a
I
second.
could do Monday, but I'd have to do like a bit later, like 12.
Either
No.
way, again, I think it was a good session. We got a lot done.
was good.
Unfortunately, we didn't polymorph nor disintegrate anything, but here's hoping.
Oh, you wanted me to just disintegrate someone in the middle of town.
I mean,
Yeah, that would have worked great, I'm sure.
I mean, I would just stepped away and be like, I don't know this person.
I've never seen him in my life.
Like
In fact, I would help arrest her.
you
Yeah,
are,
same.
you are lucky there wasn't an ego check on that.
not yet.
Like,
Oh, yeah.
intelligence weapons literally like challenge your will to dominate the relationship, and the higher ego they have, harder time you have keeping them in check.
But we'll get there. I like to introduce things.
I don't need
Yeah.
not a back seat.
Intelligent
Staff.
weapons are all fun and games until they start fucking you over.
My staff would never do that to me.
Yeah, that's what everyone with an intelligent weapon thinks.
Like that stuff sounded like chaotic neutral to me.
Emerald, do you know the story of Prince Arthur's Menethil of Lord?
Nope,
Are you familiar with that story?
not at all.
I think it's not a story the Alliance would tell you.
Wait, I think only I get that
Gosh,
reference.
I think it would be one the Elons would tell you.
Josh, it's not a story the Horde will tell you.
No, I mean, what do you
I don't
mean?
know.
Lich King is part of the horde. It came from the horde.
But yeah, either way, it was a good session. I always look forward to, Toria and the 3.5 and stuff, and, playing a couple games with you guys. But I am going to go ahead and end the session now. I hope you all have a great day, and peace out.